You gotta get the angry face on.
I hopped at the plane at LAX with my dream and my cardigan.
Hey.
Welcome to the land of famous sex. Am I gonna fit?
Hey.
I got a gun in my waistline. I'm about to bust a cap in a bitch.
And I
If
feel
you
the
act,
Hollywood this is all so crazy.
then the titties coming out.
And the nitty coming out. And the nitty song was on.
So I put my hands up to play in my
Yeah.
butterflies fly away. Not in my hair like
Like what?
like yeah.
Holy shit.
What podcast did I sign up for?
Chugging this fucking truly. Yeah.
Just do a podcast episode where we're just karaokeing all day.
That would be so fun.
So Asian of you.
What? Drinking Sapporo?
No.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
The whole time.
Cheers.
Go, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All right. Which do you think is worse? Physical cheating or emotional cheating? Ladies? Physical cheating or emotional?
I guess emotional.
Whoa.
Because like then you're invested. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Oof.
Like for a guy to be like emotionally invested in a girl, just go. Like you can go be together.
Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Big black
I mean,
hole.
like any kind of cheating sucks, but I feel like a lot of guys justify physically cheating by saying like it didn't mean anything, but it's like if you actually really like
it's the opposite though, because they're like, oh, like we're just friends, we just talk like this and that, and you can get emotionally invested, but like physically they're like, I never touched her, I never kissed her or anything like that.
So you would say emotional is worse?
Yeah.
So what about you?
It's deep, bro.
Yeah,
like
I guess.
owie.
I mean, I don't want my girlfriend getting dicked down by anybody else. That kind of sucks. But what if she's like emotionally cheating on you? She's like, I fucking hate you, Dylan. You're a fucking scumbag Aryan Brotherhood. Every girl that I've ever been with. It's like, you fucking piece of shit, Dylan. I hate your guts. Oh my God. Fucking leave.
Then a few months later, they come running back.
Like, take me back. Please take me back. Sending me songs on the on YouTube.
Let me just cash out.
So you're saying physically. Let me just cash out this guy some money. So you're saying let me give his friends money to give to him. So you're saying physical? Yeah, because if it's emotional, they can just get the fuck out. So you'd be
It's a lot
okay with-
easier. It's a lot easier to kick somebody out if they're emotionally attached to somebody else. Whereas if they're attached to you still, but they're getting dicked down by somebody, then you know what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
Obviously, you're not doing your job.
Oh, what does that mean?
Ooh.
Either
Not-
that
you're
or
not dicking
somebody's
them
getting
down
paid
correctly.
for it,
What if you are dicking them down, but they're just fucking hoskies?
or they're getting paid for it.
These are very rare breeds. All right.
Yeah.
Because
There's so many shots fired. I know exactly what the fucking.
Wait, let's go back to you, dude, because you didn't answer. Physical or emotional cheating?
I feel like it holds different weight.
In what context?
Personally, I would say physical for myself, but if I want it to work out, emotionally, I could probably get through. I'm not a very emotional person, so like I can break down a logical problem with emotional. Right. So I would say, okay, so is it my lack of consistency? Is it my lack of attention? Right. I can find a solution for why someone emotionally wanted to move on. And then I can easily walk away if I can't fix that problem. But physically, I'm a dom. So like I'm territorial. So what's mine is mine. So once you give what was mine, like it's just like a drink, right? And not comparing a girlfriend to a drink, but in a sense, like once you let someone else drink out of your drink, like you don't really know where their mouth is going. So if my girl fucks someone else, does something, I don't care if it's making out or fucking. To me, I just include the entirety as a package, because if you're going to make out, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat, right? So I couldn't move past physical cheating, but I can probably move past emotional cheating in the sense that I would look at my mistakes. I know I could fuck.
Right.
So like I'm not concerned with the idea that she's not getting good dick.
Yeah.
But if emotionally I'm not available, right? I'm not a very vulnerable person. Even when my partner cries, like I really don't know what to do. I try. Like
So-
no, real life. Like I've gone to therapy for it. Like I'm not good with emotions, because to me, I don't find logic behind it. It's like, why are you upset? Tell me. Well, I'm upset because you hurt me. What did I do?
Right.
Well, you weren't paying attention. I just got my nails done. It's like, I just landed a big business deal. Now we can eat tonight. Like there's more important things than your nails. Like I'm not hurt because you didn't look at my hair today. You know what I mean? So I guess when it comes to emotions, if someone was to emotionally cheat on me, I would be mad at the fact that you were deceptive, or I would be mad at the fact that someone else has access to you. But in the sense of, oh, I fell in love with another guy, it's like before fucking him, like, okay, well then I can fix that because whatever he's doing, I know I'm capable. And if I'm not, I'll tell you, and then you should move on. Logically, I can make the decision to leave. Right. But if you don't care about the dude, you just got drunk and you fucked him, I'll never trust you again. And once you break that trust, like I can't fix that. Like I can't logically fix that. So
I said physical, right?
A lot of pros and cons. How is it that two women said emotional and the two men said physical?
Because you're women.
Well, no, I would think because women are naturally emotional creatures. So I would say that.
Yeah,
No,
valid.
that's true.
It's valid.
Like if a guy fucks another girl, but you know that it was just some random at a party, like you're gonna be mad, but he'll never see her again. So in your head, you're like, okay, it won't happen again, right? And I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying like that's how I would look at it in a reverse. But if a guy started falling for another girl and she doesn't live in this state and he never touched her or nothing, you would still find a concern with that because he's giving your attention, your affection, your love, your confidence to someone else, right? But if you fucked another girl, it's like, all right, well, I mean, I wasn't the first girl he fucked, so I'm not happy about it. You might not be able to move past, but once a guy emotionally leaves, like you could tell by his actions.
Yeah, it's like he's physically there, but not mentally. And I feel like that's why a lot of women too, like they get cheated on, they like will still go back to the same guy, like because
Because why?
Because they're not emotionally, they're just fucking them.
Yeah.
Like, so the girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Men are physical creatures.
Creepers.
Well, I think
Yeah, because he's creeping.
I feel like it's not just physical thing. A lot of men are typically more territorial of their things or their belongings. And, you know, I mean, you don't want to say a woman's your belonging, but that's yours, you know?
Well,
so
men can fucking move on.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
It fucks with your head too. Like as a man, so this is something I've personally dealt with, right? So like I've had a girl cheat on me or not even cheat, like even in the sense like we split, right? There's a breakup and then we get back together and she's like, yeah, I did sleep with someone else. I want to know details. And all it does is torture me.
How big is his dick and shit?
How big is his dick? How did he fuck you? Did you like it? I want to know because
Did it lick your butthole?
I mean,
Did you lick his butthole?
that's important. It's like, I don't know. I guess for me, it's just like because I'm a physical person, I'm very logical.
Right.
I want to make sure that I can physically satisfy my woman in all accounts. So if another guy is able to do that on the first time, because it's one thing, like when you're with somebody for a long time, you learn them.
Give me his number. Teach me your ways, bro.
And honestly, I will give credit to James, right? James said this. And James said, and his mental is so great. I fucking love
mental's
James.
fucking crazy.
But James said this to me. I was like, so do you ever find it intimidating if another guy fucks your girl and she enjoys it? He goes, no. He's like, because I fuck really good. So if he can do better than me, I want to know. Because
he did say that.
because it bothers me, because I want to know what I could do better.
Right.
And you got to think of it like this. Logically, if I'm with a girl for months, right? Let's just say 3 months on a short, 3 months to a year. I should know her body well enough to how to trigger her orgasm within minutes.
Of course.
And if you can't, either you're not paying attention or you never satisfied her from the get-go. So if another guy can do that in his first occurrence, then either he knows her better than I do and there's something I'm missing, or I'm doing something wrong. And
I don't know though.
Power of the curve.
I gotta fight against this a little bit, because I think for women, orgasm starts in the brain, right? Like you guys you guys can have a shitty day and fuck like a pro and still not come.
No, that ass.
Yeah. But like, let's say if she's on this emotional roller coaster with this new dude, and next thing you know, it's exciting, it's fun, it's new, she can come like this.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
She's fed up with your ass, so she's not coming anyway.
Yeah.
well, then it becomes a lack thereof, right? So
That's the emotional
That's the
back to
emotional. I was just about to
side.
say that's
So
Right.
another guy can do something correctly, but what did he do before that, right? She didn't just show up at a party and go, up, taking your dick today. It's like, maybe he paid attention. Maybe he walked up and said, like maybe the guy at home.
No, Las Vegas.
That's true. But like maybe the guy at home, she just got her nails done and she's got new lashes, right? She's got her hair done. And she comes home with her man and she's excited because she did it for him. And he didn't see it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, how was your day? Okay, cool. And he's on his phone or doing whatever, playing video games and not paying attention.
Right.
She goes out that night, meets a guy, and he's like, wow, I really like your nails.
Yeah.
Wow, your hair is different.
Right.
Like, last time I saw you here at this bar, it looks different. Oh, wow, you must have done your lashes. He noticed all those little things in her mind.
Does your boyfriend know you're at the bar, you fucking hussy?
that can be all she needed, validation.
That's true.
Someone paying attention to stimulate
the
her
little
mental.
things.
Yeah. So I think that's, again,
But that's
fixable.
right.
A guy can be like, okay, I have made a mistake on the fact that I don't.
Wait, are you saying that physical is not fixable?
Honestly, no.
It's a skill though.
But you can fix it, but it's like, I can't go back.
You're saying when you first fucked a girl for the first time, you were amazing. Like you just knew.
No.
Exactly. It's a skill that's earned or learned, right?
You can learn it, but think about this, right? So you just go buy a brand new car.
Right.
You let Seabass borrow it. He wrecks it. He gets it fixed.
Yeah.
Is it still new?
Spills his McDonald's cup.
I'm not fixing that fucking car. It's going to be totaled and I'm going to buy a new one.
So if a girl goes out
Imagine
and
if
wrecked by
Savage
another
just
guy.
goes and fucks your girlfriend.
Right.
She's totaled.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
I'm getting a new one.
Right. But in that same essence, right, as a logical thinker, if that girl, and I'm not using me as an example because we're friends, but it's like if that girl started talking to another guy and you can tell that she's smiling at his text or whatever, he's not a friend.
Right.
And she's like, I made a mistake. I was going to meet with him. I didn't. Can you get past that? Emotionally, she started to move on, but she didn't take the plunge, right? As long as she changed her number, cut all ties.
I'm not gonna say it's never happened to me. I've been a fucking idiot in the relationship where I've been in that position before too. You know what I mean? This is what it takes in order to learn and grow, right? So yeah, it's happened. Luckily, it was in high school, right? Because if it was now, hell no.
That's a long time.
Those fingers be coming off.
Can I propose a question that spins off this? Do you think nowadays, right, 2023, monogamy is possible? And if so, how?
Absolutely.
How?
I think the problem is this. I think everybody right now is too stuck on social media to where you're allowing everybody else and their poly bullshit to influence your judgment on relationship. Like if you really think about it, my parents have been married for fucking almost 30 something years. They're not on social media. They're more traditional.
Another thing too, like a lot of people now are just so comfortable with having like situationships. Like nobody wants to get into an actual relationship. Like,
right, because they want to fuck around.
Exactly.
It's not just fucking around. It's because of social media and everything. They always feel like they can have something better coming around the corner, you know?
Well,
I mean,
The grass is always greener.
Yeah, and a relationship actually takes work. It's not just something, just hop in and just kind of flows.
We're fucking lazy now.
Well, it comes down to like your values as a person and like what you want. If you, like, it's all like, I feel personal. Like, whether it comes down to like what that person wants. Like if you want to be with somebody, then you can do that.
Well,
and you can be in a relationship and be happy.
Yeah, it's what you want.
But if you don't want to, you're not going to.
I think it's also the way you choose what road you want to go in life. Like, all right, I'll ask a question right now. Starting with Savage, what's the longest relationship you've been in?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
You just seem very unimpressed.
I am, just because.
So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing with me. Like you could say, I co-sign everything you're just saying because social media is, I think, a killer of relationships. Also access, and I think, location, right? Vegas. One of my red flags, if I start talking to a girl, is I always ask, are you a groupie of anybody? Is there name one celebrity you could have that you would haul past a relationship or a marriage on? And if they have an answer to that, there's no way it will work. Because in Vegas, chances are you're going to run into them. And if there's anybody that you can value over your loyalty, then I'm not interested. But the hard part is nowadays is, like Seabass was saying, people don't know what they want. Like Destiny was saying, people don't know what they want, right? For 1 second, they want a commitment. They want a relationship. But that includes the hard times. That includes the up and downs. That includes the discrepancies and the compromise. And a lot of people don't know what they want in their life, especially at our age. Like, where do you want to go?
I know what I want.
You do, right? Yeah. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah.
That's so.
It's almost been 8 years.
So look at that, right?
And the relationship before that was another 8 years.
So look at that, though. You know what you want. You know where you're going. You know what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. You have a certain lifestyle that you're living that's not changing. You're not interested in if you party now, then you've been partying. If you don't party and you're focused on work, who you are now is the person that came to the relationship, and all you've done is evolve. Right? You haven't gone backwards, which I think that is so key for relationships. And nowadays, if you don't know who you are, you don't know how to love yourself, what you'll tolerate, and you also don't know where you're going. When one of those things changes, so will the relationship, and that's the problem, right? So if I know that, like now, right, I want to be a lawyer. I know I'm on the end of my dancing career. I'm not interested anymore. I don't like going out. I'm a homebody. Right. Good. It would be stupid for me to date somebody in the industry, or stupid for me to date somebody that's
100%
interested in partying. Why? Because there's a high chance that we're not going to have a lot of quality time, because what you want to do and what I want to do are separate. Right. But 2 years ago, I was like, maybe they can change. Right. But the problem is including myself, the biggest issue I've realized is when I meet somebody, I will see potential. And I will see that I can conform them to be a better version of themselves. And that's wrong. right? You shouldn't try to change anybody.
Yeah,
it's okay for asking for compromise. It's okay to say, hey, look, I think you'd be better off if your goals are here, you're not aligning yourself for this outcome, but to take someone that likes to party, take someone that likes to drink, take someone that wants to be a part of the industry and say, the only way we can be together is if you're not, either they're going to be unhappy or you're changing who they are.
Yeah, you can't give anybody the ultimatum. You can't do that.
And that would honestly be my biggest issue is like, look, like I know what I bring to the table and I know that we would be good together, but you can't be the going out, not sure where you want to go person. And it's like, well, that's not fair. I haven't known where I wanted for life. It's like, okay, well then you should figure that out before we get into this part.
Oh, for sure.
And my biggest issue is that the relationships I've had have been with great people, but with unsure outcomes.
Yeah. So I always talk about this with Sebastian. We've said this multiple times. You cannot.
I was just thinking of something funny.
I bet you a fuck you.
No, it was my own thing.
Anyway, so we've talked about this a lot on this podcast, and we said that you can't really find a relationship in the club or at a bar. It's not really a place to find that type of love anyways.
Right.
I mean, do I need to go to the library? Do I need to find at the grocery store?
Yeah, why not? What's wrong with that?
No, that's what I'm saying, because like that's what I'm on too. Like I was in a relationship for 5 years and it was horrible. And then like I've been single now for almost 5 years, and it's because I know what I want and what I don't want in somebody. And if I'm talking to somebody and it's something kind of like, I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's going to work, because that's how you...
What industry are you in right now?
I work at Hustlers. I'm a bartender. Okay,
so are you planning on meeting somebody at work? Or?
No, definitely not. Like I would not.
Okay, so you would probably... What do you do besides work? You said you were kind of a homebody, so... Yeah,
I mean, I like to paint. I like to go, I'm a nature person. Okay. It's very hard out here, but those are the kinds of things that I like to do. I like to go eat in new places, things like that. I don't really like to go out.
So in the type of mindset that you are right now, are you searching for a relationship, or are you kind of just like, I don't really need one right now?
I feel like I've been alone for so long that I'm just kind of like...
Second nature.
Yeah, it's just if it's gonna happen, then it will. But I'm not like, oh, I need to go find somebody.
Right. So you're not actively like putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So how are guys supposed to know that you're looking for a relationship?
Well, because a lot of guys like to hit on me and like try to be like, oh, I want to, like let's go on a date, let's go here, and I'm just like, oh,
okay. I'll let you know.
It's gonna be enough for me, dog.
Okay, so
which is it's my fault too, because
Yeah. So going to this, what would improve, right? Because Savage and I were talking about this earlier. What would help guys get to that point with you if they were searching to, just hook up with you or take you on a date, start a relationship with you? What would they have to say? Like, what are they doing wrong right now?
It's not, I don't think it's just I think it's just the person. Like if I can see what you're always doing on like social media or something, and because like I said, I don't really meet anybody out in person. It's everyone on the internet.
So you want to find out what they're doing on social media, or you don't?
No. Like if that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm seeing everything that you're doing on social media, then that's what I feel like you're going to always be doing. And then, so there's been times where I have given like somebody a chance on social media who was like, oh, like, let me take you out. And I'm like, all right, like maybe I should just let them. I let them. And then it just turns out to be exactly what I seen on their
just like media. gym, drinking, partying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
Or like artwork in their garage.
Swastikas. So what you were saying is key, right? So I've talked about this before. If you want to meet someone that's on your path, you got to meet them somewhere that is routine, right? So like meeting them at work, I think is a terrible idea, but in the essence of library.
I mean, it happens though.
Yeah, for sure. But like in the essence of like,
maybe not your work.
True.
Yeah. Odds are very slim.
Yeah. But if someone like, you can't expect to meet someone at the club that you're going to, and not necessarily our club, but in general, like at the club, if you want a homebody, right?
True.
But maybe at a coffee shop, right? Maybe if you follow your normal routine and your routine is, for example, you go to coffee shops, you go to libraries, you're on campus, whatever it may be, then you run into somebody there, chances are they're following your same routine in an essence. So you're more likely to find a compatible person if they're following your routine than if you go to like on one random night out, you meet somebody and then that's the person that, oh man, I want to be with this person. Like, yeah, but they go out every weekend. You just happen to be there that week. Right. You know what I mean?
That whole script sounds like Joe from You.
Well, I'm more
stalking your schedule, meeting you at all these different places. Doesn't even go to the school.
I mean,
I followed you.
I would be terrified.
I've been keeping track of all your hairs.
I'd be terrified. Well, you should be worried. You should be worried about your hairs. My hairs are intact. You got yours. You don't know.
I ain't got none left. I don't need.
Somebody used to voodoo doll of your shit. Sending you a Venmo tonight. Like,
please go do something with yourself.
No.
Okay, so I just want to finish this. So, Dylan, what's your longest relationship?
4.5 years.
Okay, that's cool.
Still unimpressed.
No, it's cool. I don't mind. I'm not gonna give anybody more. What was yours? I'm sorry.
5 years.
5, and then yours.
3.
3 years.
Shit, 2.
2 years.
Damn, what do you guys be doing?
I don't know. So, okay, let me ask this, because you brought it up. Why is everybody not like really? It's like a hookup culture. What's going on? What do you guys see? I mean, you guys are the statistics right now.
Like what you said earlier, it's just everybody's looking for the next best thing.
Yeah,
it's like somebody's got more money, somebody's got better dick, somebody's got better looks, somebody's got more followers on Instagram, somebody's fucking got X, Y, and Z, and then this person is getting the love that they want and deserve, and then they go and leap to somebody else because they have this.
You guys are so jaded,
hanging above somebody's head, and then
I've actually answered that based off using someone like your parents. Right? I always talk about my grandparents. They've been married for 50 years, right? And back, let's just say 20, 30 years ago, when a husband and wife got together, they live in a town, and that woman would be exposed to maybe 5 other men.
True.
She'd be exposed to the mailman, which is where that whole mailman culture came from, or the milkman or whatever. And then at the grocery store, they'd be together, or the husband's friends, right? And her ability to access things that she might feel like she's missing was limited. Right. And then what they learned back then, and this is the answers I've gotten from older folks, because I really cherish their opinion. I always ask somebody just been married a long time is, what's the secret? And they said compromise and communication. And when you have no one else, you have no other options. You don't see a shiny ball. You don't see a greener grass. Right. You know that this is your person. You committed to your vows and you mean what you say. You go, okay, so how do we fix what we have, right? It's not about, let me throw it away because it's just not working and there's someone else out there for me. It's, no, you're the person I chose. I was sure when I married you. So whatever we got to do to fix this, whether it's therapy, talk, whatever compromise we got to do, we do. I think nowadays, you get so much access to seeing a lifestyle that most of them are fake, but it's like, okay, well, he's not treating me right, but this guy's so good to his girl. And this
like all those videos on TikTok.
Yeah, they didn't have social media back in the day. They
fantasize celebrities' relationships. Right? Look at Sierra and Russell. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like they fantasize these type of people and they say, okay, well, I want a relationship like that. It's like, but you don't know their relationship. Right. You know what they post.
Yes,
you know
exactly.
So 100%. People will see something and they fantasize about the imagination.
100%.
And they'll go, okay, well, I don't have that at home. So someone out there is like that for me. And they end up miserable in 35, 40, 50, looking for somebody. Yeah. And when they had that person, you had who you could have made it work with. You had someone that was going to make you better. Yeah. But what you wanted was not to put in work. And nothing easy is worth it. Yeah. Nothing good comes easy.
Yeah. I think the lesson here is that like comparison is the key, like the killer of happiness. Cause like I know women do this a lot too. Not taking shots, but it's true. Like, whenever you guys start to compare yourself to other people or like especially with magazines and like Instagram and everything right now, oh, she's got bigger boobs, she's got, this mansion, whatever. It literally makes you depressed.
No, it does. Yeah. And like nowadays, every girl has a BBL, has their boobs done, has their lips done, certain hair. And it's like this fucking image that all these women are trying to portray and everyone's trying to look the fucking same. But it's very rare when you find someone who's like themselves, who's real.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. And I keep saying this, but I think surgeries are like a trending thing right now. And I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see the trend go down and it's going to go back to the natural women.
Yeah. Well, there's some scary looking people out there now.
Obviously, we can't really ask you because your answer is going to be probably depicted to exactly who you're with. But for everyone else, what would your ideal mate or your ideal husband or
I can answer this too.
Look like? I mean, but you'll probably describe who you have.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because I think everybody, like you're talking about compromise, right? I could choose fucking, I don't know, Jessica Biel from early 2000s, fucking Smoke Show, right? And I can be like, that's who I want. But really, the reality of it, it's like you can't get the perfect looks and the perfect personality and the perfect background. It just doesn't work that way. You kind of have to just compromise. Like, okay, she's pretty when she puts makeup on, and you know, when she takes it off, she's not bad to look at. She's not fucking horrible where you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is that?
But it's her personality. That's like, you know, like, how is she?
Right. So like when it comes to background, right, she is she's also Mexican. So she grew up very traditional, right? And like farm girl type shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like super family oriented, all that shit. But then also her personality, she's gotten to the point where she understands like, hey, I can, this guy's demonstrating value and he's like trying to be with me. He wants to be with me, showing me love and all these things. So I'm going to respect him and I'm going to like do what I have to do in order not to lose him.
Yeah.
That's the relationship that we have. I can't say, hey, I want fucking a chick with 10, you know, that's a 10 and then has a fucking BBL and, you know, double D's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen because those girls aren't the girls that you're going to marry.
Okay.
It's pros and cons.
What about you, Seabass? Who's your ideal mate?
My ideal mate? As far as like body, she needs to at least fit. Because, you know, I just
First thing.
Yeah, she has to get like at least something like healthy, you know?
Wondering why he's not in a relationship.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want some.
Go for the physical.
I just want some slob, you know, like that just eats whatever they want all the time and like, you know, just, you know, whatever, you know. I like to be in shape. But I mean, other than that, I want someone that's like, you know.
I mean, my girl's not slob either. So she's pretty.
Yeah, but you know.
Because he's next to me. That's why.
Like,
you know, some people
like,
just
the
right thing to say.
Because I intimidate the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Like, how can I follow that there?
I mean, basically, you know, she needs to have like some type of like, you know, active lifestyle, I would feel like, and then also loyal as fuck. You know, if she's outgoing too much, like, you know what I'm talking about, like just freaking like
a whore.
To everybody.
Yeah, I guess like a whore. Yeah, the best way to explain it. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I'm just flirty.
Yeah,
no.
like
it's just a dick.
Yeah, like for some reason that like this really turns me off. But when a girl's like kind of like when a girl's kind of shy and shit, and she's not very like outgoing to like everyone trying to prove herself to other people, I'm all right. That's something.
But she's
like
outgoing for you.
Yeah, going for me though. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, loyal, nice body, and
fit and not so outgoing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be fake. It doesn't have to be even like enormously like. Yeah, no. It doesn't have to be like enormously like large or anything like that.
See, it's funny. It's funny because like, all right, the two dudes that are shortest relationship and the longest relationship. I mean, it's like when you ask him and he answers, it's like a fucking, it's like a dating profile. I want a girl who's, you know, blah blah. And then for me, I'm
pushing the buttons. You're filling out the paragraph.
and I'm over here like, you know, I'm looking at the actual values. Like, is she gonna cook and clean for me? Is she gonna be the girl that's gonna be able to raise my child for me? Right?
It's crazy because that's what I wanted to see after everybody answered. I was gonna say this is that if your attributes fall upon a physical explanation or like a temporary, because chances are, I mean, I agree. I mean, I want my girl to be fit too, but it's like in 30 years we won't be. So like,
oh, I'm still gonna be fit. Fuck that shit.
Not me. Yeah. I'm talking about it. Yeah. Fuck what? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna have a gut and a fucking cane. I'm gonna be the meanest old man ever. You better. But
that's dope. I support that,
bro. Like I want to be that bastard in a rocking chair.
Hell yeah, dude.
Daddy cane. Get off my lawn.
Really, no, I want to be that 80-year-old that's still deadlifting.
He's been in Colorado.
I see that.
Grinding a shotgun on his porch.
But I mean, what they say about like the chunkier people is that they're usually the wealthier ones that are happy. That's why you see like the laughing Buddha. He's like fat and like he's like super happy. And
I want to be like shredded by that time. But,
in other countries,
want to be active.
Well, in other countries, they view it as like wealth and happiness. Yeah, I know. So
like at least America, go for like walking to parks or something like that. Go for a hike or something. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah. When you're fucking 60 years old, you ain't gonna go for a hike. You can go walk around the neighborhood, motherfucker.
No, I would go for a hike. I see 60-year-olds going for hikes.
Yeah, I say 60's not that old. We're pretty.
I know, man.
We're halfway there.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's
don't remind me.
Fuck.
Because maybe a few years ago, like it was very important for like fit attributes and a healthy lifestyle. I think now to me, it's more accountability. Mm-hmm. It's more communication.
It's a lot of distractions.
It's so key to me that someone is able, and we were just talking about this, keeping your word, right? I got to know if you tell me, hey, look, I'll call you when I get to the house. It's not about me keeping track. It's not about you having to check in with me like you're a child. It's the fact that I know that 100%, if you don't call, there's a problem, because I can trust that your word is accurate. When you tell me something, you mean it. And if for some reason you get home and something pops up, it's like, hey, my bad. As soon as I walk through the door, the dog stood up, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, accountability and communication go hand in hand. And if you're able to take both of those and make them very important to you, and then ambition. I think it's accountability, communication, and ambition for me. And if you can have all three of those attributes.
Are you talking for a mate, like a woman?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's super important. I mean, honestly, I would say it in any relationship, not just who I want to be with, and not just my partner, but in friendships, in partnerships, in business. It's like, if you have those three attributes, we could really go far. If you're ambitious, you're accountable, and you have great communication, or you're willing to work on it, sky's the limit. Like, what can't we accomplish? We don't have to agree on everything, but you take accountability for your mistakes, you mean what you say, and you're communicating your problems. How can we go wrong? Right. We can honestly, even if we're not supposed to be together, even if it comes to that conclusion, right? It's amicable. It's to the point where it's like, I understand that you have different views. We're going in a different path. I appreciate what you've done, and here we are, you know. Or it's like, okay, so what's really important to you is that I don't go out or whatever. Okay, so then I'll do this, or I'll only go out this many times, or I really don't like that you're not emotional. It's like, okay, I'll go to therapy. I'll work on it. Like, you're willing to compromise, but I wouldn't get to that point if I wasn't accountable of the fact that I'm not emotional. I wasn't able to communicate the problem, and I wasn't willing to compromise. Right? If those three things didn't exist, then we'd have nothing, right? And then when it breaks down to the access of the social media or anything else, right? Even in Seabass's situation, like if you meet a girl and she's fit, that she starts to fall off, if you can communicate and say, hey, look, like, going to the gym's really important to me. It changed my life. I powerlift. And this is one of the things that I love about you, but it's changing. So, like, it's a problem for me.
I mean, like, I don't have to, like, she doesn't have to specifically just, you know, want to
deadlift or die, right?
No, it doesn't have to be that. I just want, you know, like, someone that, like, you know, like, takes care of themselves. That's what I say when I have fitness, you know, like, not someone that just lets them go. Like, if you take care of yourself, fitness, you watch, like, pretty much your everything, you know, your diet, make sure you stay hydrated, all that shit. You don't want to be like, hey, make sure you drink some water today. Don't drink. You know, whatever. The water.
Don't forget to drink
the water aspect
is good. The water aspect is good.
You know, but it's basically someone that takes care of themselves, you know, like, you know, they don't have to, you know, eat fucking chicken rice every day. Jesus, like, I'll be fucking tired of that shit too. But you know,
so I'm Mexican. I like to make Mexican food. Like,
I was gonna say,
hell yeah.
So this,
I mean, you kind of touched on that.
Is the brotherhood important to you? Do they have to?
Oh my god.
Hold on.
I want to hear her talk.
This guy that I was trying to talk to goes to the gym every day. He goes to, you know, school, and he got really mad at me one time because I went to the gym without him. And he's like, oh, like, you know, the gym is very serious to me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like, I understand that, but I'm not going to go to, like, if I'm going to take one day off, like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, yeah, like, I've noticed, like, you don't really, like, you eat a lot of carbs. And I'm like, yeah, like, I do. Like, I'm
part of the heritage, bro.
I'm Mexican. I like to make Mexican food, and, like, I like to eat.
Tortillas and
come on. And so I'm like, it just was like kind of a turn off to me, because I'm like, God damn, can I just, like, be myself? Like, and, like, not only that, but I have anxiety and depression. And so, like, I need someone who's going to be, like, understanding and willing to, like, try to understand me, because if not, then, like, what am I going to be with you for if I have to deal with this, like, alone, you know?
Right.
Well, and, like, constant criticism, like,
yes, like, I don't like that. Like, my 5-year relationship, I couldn't listen to certain music, I couldn't say certain things, like, wear certain things, like, why are you wearing that? Why are you listening? Like, and it's just weird, like, I couldn't be myself. And
I think there's a difference between, like, calling you out on something that they don't like, and then, like, having a conversation with you and saying, like, hey, this is worrying me about you.
Yeah,
like, what's going on?
Not like, oh,
I don't like this, so you can't do it.
I'm like, no, I can't do that.
So, what kind of guy, what do you look for in a guy anyways?
Well, I mean, it's really weird. Before, I never liked to look at a guy who was, like, super fit. Like, it didn't ever, like, really turn me on or anything. I was more into, like, the dad bods. Okay. Not gonna lie. Now, though, like, I don't know, I see, like, you know, if you're being fit, because, like, I've started going to the gym a lot, and it helps with, like, everything. But it is attractive. Like I said, someone who's really, you know.
Maybe I can help you with the question. Does penis size matter?
Okay.
That was a great transition.
He's like, okay.
He said he
cut the bullshit.
Let's
really dive into this.
How you rock the boat. No, I don't need, like, a big dick, but, like, I don't want to be with someone who's. What's big?
when it hurts.
Yeah, like when people like brag about having big dicks, and I'm like, I've been with people who have really big dicks, and it's not pleasurable. Like it fucking hurts.
Like the size of the microphone.
Like the whole size?
Yeah,
that's kind of big. I feel
kind of big. Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of big.
Well, like not the girth, because that's impossible.
No, that's
but the length.
That's not impossible.
You've
never messed out a can.
This one's a little big.
That's a big mushroom tip right there.
No, it doesn't.
That's one of those bad injections in Mexico.
Got a soup can.
No, yeah, as long as it's like a medium, like good size, you just know how to pleasure me as well, then like that's fine. But I don't need a fucking.
All right, and then the next one, does height matter? Height.
Okay, I'm a very tall girl, and when I like to wear heels.
Okay.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I wear heels, I'm
Like
you know,
5'10", 5'11".
like 6 foot. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Those
No, but I need someone who's like a little taller than me, like at least.
Well, she works at the strip club. Them bitches are 5 inches at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I wear little heels. but,
Okay,
like,
so penis size kind of matters. Height matters. Dad bod, 6-pack abs.
Why are you looking at me at this one?
well, you're looking at me.
Like, he's right in the middle. And I like it.
This is a hard one. I would say dad bod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about income?
Define
Does money matter?
Because I'm a dad.
Well, I mean, if you're okay, see, this is the thing. In my last relationship, I'm sorry, I'm always going back to my last relationship, but it's like fucking traumatizing.
Yeah.
I took care of him. So, like, if you're not making at least the same kind of money as me or a little
He
bit
was
more,
controlling and you were taking care of
that's
him.
what I'm saying. Horrible.
Why is that like a similar factor?
It is
period?
so
It's
fucking-
like
It's just sad because, like, I want to be gifted and taken care of too. Like,
Captain Save-A-Ho over here.
Literally, I'm very.
So what are we talking about minimum? Like what's the minimum for you to just like be happy? You
Like
suck his dick every day. Yeah, yearly.
Yearly.
Are we talking income?
Oh, income?
Yeah, income.
I thought you said something different. What relationship? There's not
Once a day at
We're putting
least.
$1 in a jar.
here's your annual blowjob.
on your birthday. You know what time it is.
For 2 minutes.
I bought the
It's
good
gross. I don't like this anymore.
Why does it taste like guacamole?
60, 70,000 is fine.
70K.
Damn.
60, 70, yeah.
That's up there.
No, it's not.
That's the
I
average
feel
income
like,
for Vegas.
I feel like
Yeah.
average
Is it really?
now is that's what it's about.
Now, yeah.
Come on, break
Yeah,
it down.
the average income in Las Vegas is about 75,000.
If I can get my
A year.
damn calculator out this bitch.
And other places about 30, 40.
I know 60,000 isn't really that much, to be honest.
I mean, you're getting tipped, right? We're in Vegas, so you're getting tipped.
Are you getting the tip?
I can take the tip,
$31 an
I
hour.
bet you can.
but I feel like
That's pretty average.
Yeah.
Okay, so
For artists.
let's go over to the other lady over here. Let's ask you the same question. What do you look for in a man?
That's hard because, like, I feel the guys that I end up liking are not the ones that I like initially am like drawn to.
Then why
so
do you date
weird.
them?
They have to like.
I don't know.
They have to like
Trauma.
bandanas.
They don't have to like them.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. You have to see everyone. I think it comes for me. It's like, what I mean by that is like, I'll be attracted to one guy and then I get to know another guy and I'm like, I like him. Like, it's not the guy that I'm initially like, ooh, you know?
Right.
So this
So,
happens like right after it? Like you start talking to one dude and all of a sudden you find another dude and you're like, oh, wow, I like him.
no,
Actually.
what? No.
Like, oh, hey, sorry about this
No.
dude right here. I'm going to go for this next one right here.
That's the
Oops,
definition
No,
of hypergamy.
I think, you know how they say within like 5 seconds of meeting somebody, you already have like, so in that 5 seconds, if I meet somebody and I'm like, wow, like I like that guy, then it's like, okay, I'm not, pursuing something like within that first day of meeting him, but then it's like a week will pass and I'll get to know like somebody else and it won't even be like somebody that I initially liked as much as I like this guy. And then it's like,
to juggle.
That makes sense. You like to keep your options open.
okay, this is like not where.
Girl, you're just spitting it. We're just reading it.
That's what it sounds like.
Drop.
Okay, anyway.
You said
so-
first 5 seconds. I take like 5 weeks before I decide if I actually like a girl. I'll be like,
I'm talking about though, like physically.
Okay.
Because like,
Yeah, the
talking about the
physical
physical
attraction.
aspect, but then then when you get into everything
So 5
else,
seconds, you find out what his dick size is already.
You're like, yeah, I'm fuck.
Come check him.
no.
You have a solid package there. Amazon Prime delivery.
How you doing? How you doing? Let me fill it real fast.
Making sure we're good.
No.
Yeah.
Are you into this?
Just grab it real fast.
Jeez.
Okay, no.
Oh no, you don't like that?
Not any of this.
Let's find
My
out this.
point here was like I don't really necessarily have a type kind of physically.
Okay.
But as far as like other attributes, I mean, I want somebody funny.
So you like personality more than
Well,
physical.
yeah, because it's like, you know, then you get to know someone and all of a sudden I'm like, I like that guy. I like that guy more than that guy. Like,
Right. Okay.
so it's weird because it's like I don't really know what I like. It's just if I meet you and get to know you and I like what you're about, then that's really all it takes for me.
You're 22, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Sorry.
Nobody say this to me before.
That makes a lot.
She got some more time to learn what she likes.
I feel like that's how
Some more trauma to deal with.
Oh my
a lot of trauma, actually.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Unfortunately.
So that's
Can we go back to the other questions though?
Sure.
That I was asking.
Go for it.
Does dick size matter?
So this I don't really know because I can't say that I've ever had like a really small penis to where I
Trying to hold it in.
Wait, what?
I need a clarification.
I don't
You
know.
don't really know?
I don't know. I couldn't compare like the dick.
fucked
the
somebody with
dick
a small
to-
dick.
No.
You've never fucked somebody.
Not like small enough to where it was like, oh my god,
Like,
like
oh,
a problem.
come on.
Yeah.
Wait. You haven't been with many people, right?
I mean, no. what do you guys consider many?
Because like if you have, because then
I feel like, okay, this pinky, too small,
That's
right?
Are you
really
asking me?
small. Even
Well, it's
that's
like
small.
I wouldn't know.
all right,
So
guys, everyone whip out their dick.
All right.
Well, I'm in
everybody says,
sports mode.
when people say like motion of the ocean, I'm like, I don't know. Like,
She's like, I don't know.
Serious question.
Could it be
All right.
small enough?
Have
to
you ever
where-
had an orgasm?
Yes.
Okay. With a guy though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So doesn't
We have to clarify now.
Vibrator.
yeah, you gotta ask these questions, man. Anyways,
Okay.
but was it oral? Was it not oral sex?
I've had both.
Okay, so how big was he?
Pretty big.
Okay. So
Like 6 inches is pretty
How,
big.
how
or
big
like
is
8
that?
inches
Like that pineapple can right there.
Like the length?
Bigger than that.
Bigger than that.
Yeah, but like
The truly can?
maybe the truly
Okay.
maybe like
Point at the water bottle. I was like,
happening. I'll say I was dating the guy. Like we were dating, so that had to play a part.
Okay.
Like I was in love.
Yeah.
Okay.
The emotional
Yeah.
aspect of everything too.
Because if that wasn't there, I don't think that would have happened.
Yeah, it usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Height matter. How tall are you?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm 5'3".
Okay.
So I wouldn't love to like date a guy shorter than me. But then again, it's like if I really like them, I don't care.
Gotcha. Dad bod, 6-pack abs.
That's funny because, like up until like the guys that I've dated in the past were like really skinny guys. So then,
dicks.
Explain
makes
why the
sense.
big dick.
like they made me feel like large. I was like, "Am I hurting you? Am I
Yeah,
hurting
stick with a dick, bro. Yeah, that's what it is. That's
So,
usually what it is.
not if the truly can's big.
Okay, so
It looks big because they're skinny.
I think it just goes back to the same thing. Like if I like you, I don't really care.
okay, gotcha. Oh, and then income, does that matter?
I think I would have to say the same thing where like I wouldn't put a number on it, but it's like if you're working towards something and you have goals and you make enough to support yourself,
Ambition.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool with me.
Okay, just himself. Like I could just be
Like I don't expect you to pay for
so
me
I'd
or
be
anything.
like, you know, our dates are gonna be like me taking you to McDonald's and
Oh,
shit.
no.
Like I make 30 grand.
Like I don't eat
I
McDonald's.
don't even know.
Oh, I'm just saying, like that's where we going because there's a dollar menu.
Well, look, like you know, let's say
Not
there was
anymore.
a healthy.
30 now.
Oh shit,
What?
my bad.
Really?
Inflation, my bad.
Right.
You get
Let's say there was like a healthy. No. But let's just say there was like a healthy version of McDonald's.
Yeah, it's called eating
Chick-fil-A.
It's called eating at home. Yeah,
like that's fine with me.
Okay. Groceries is expensive, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
They really are.
all right. So I'm curious, right? So you said average income, average height, that you like. And now this isn't a personal question, but like, do you feel like women have to make the same, right, for them to have that type of characteristic? So a guy has to make at least 70 grand. Like, okay, so do you make 70 grand? Not you in personal, but like, isn't it fair for a guy to request the same?
Oh no, yeah, and I'm not, because I feel like a lot of girls expect the guys to just take care of them. Like I said, like personally, me, I've always been independent, and like even when I go like out somewhere or anything, like I'm expecting to pay for myself. Like I don't expect you to pay for me for anything, or like.
Destiny's a unicorn.
Right.
Yeah.
Rare. That's why I got it tattooed on my ass.
Do you expect 50-50, or do you expect him to pay for the dates and everything?
No, like I've offered, like I have offered to pay for dates before.
You can't ask her.
They've offered.
She already said she was taking care of somebody for 5 years.
That's fair. So okay.
It's a little different.
I said I'm an independent
That's a
person.
sugar mama
Like,
right there.
So
I'll buy you guys whatever you want.
so in general, then, would you say, do you agree with 50-50, or do you think the man should have to provide and take care of, and not just you, but like you as well, and Kobe and Seabass? Do you think that the guy should have to provide and take care of and the girl stacks, or do you think it should be 50-50 on all accounts?
Me personally, I believe that a male role in a relationship, it's just in our nature to take care of things, because that's what, we've done from, the beginning of time. You know what I mean? We're providers, we protect, and we bring what it is to the table. You know what I mean?
I guess I've never personally had that before, so I'm not used to that, and I don't know what that feels like. So,
granted, it is fucking amazing when you have the help.
Yeah.
When it's needed.
Kobe?
What was the question?
I said, do you think in a relationship, because especially it's a big stigma nowadays, should it be 50-50, or should the guy have to provide and take care of and the girl stacks?
That's a good question. Okay, I think this would apply depending on where you are in the relationship. Like, I think early in the relationship.
2 years in.
2
well, no,
years
I want to hear the beginning.
Okay, so at the very beginning of the relationship, I think it should be a 50-50. I think that shows like, hey, we're both in this together. I'm here to help you. You're here to help me. That's how you grow a team, right?
Right.
It's just like starting a business, like the same thing with me and Sebastian. We're both 50-50 in this business that we have right now, which is the podcast. And we're just contributing. Eventually, one of us is either going to come down a little bit and one's going to go up, and then we need to support each other all the way up, right? Same thing in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for almost, 8 years now, almost 8 years. And it's getting to the point where like, I want her to better her education before we have a kid. So it's like, I'm like, hey, you better go and do whatever you have to do now. I'll support you because by the time you have a child, there's not going to be any more time for you. You know what I mean? So I want you to be happy now. So
knock it out.
So that's why I'm saying I think it with time, it progresses. It has to be one of those things. And then when a child comes into play, I think it needs to be 100% the man taking care of the woman, while the woman does her fucking job of taking care of the kid. Does that make sense?
I agree.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I agree and disagree on some parts, right? So I agree that a man should take care of his household, right? Mm-hmm. But in essence, so I think it should be 50-50 all the time. But I agree in the sense of the business, right? So if I'm doing better, you're doing worse in the relationship, then I will pick up where we're slacking.
Right.
But I also got to know, and that's why you nailed it by saying at the beginning, I also got to know that if I struggle, you got me too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, I'm not just providing, and then when I can't provide anymore, you look for the next best step.
Absolutely.
Right? If I'm providing and then I'm slacking, like, I need you to step up and go, all right, well, I got this shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you let go? Like, it's crazy. I love talking about my mom and my stepdad, right? Not my biological father, but my mom and stepdad. So my stepdad told my mom, because she hated her job at the time, he said, okay, well then quit. And she goes, well, what about the income? He goes, I'll hold it down for now, and then you find something that you love. And now my mom's taking care of autistic children.
Oh, wow.
She loves her job, but it took her time to find that.
Yeah.
But my stepdad held it down the whole time.
Right.
That to me was so admirable, because it wasn't about, okay, well, I'm paying for everything now. It wasn't tit for tat. It was like, I want you to be happy, and I will do whatever, including take stress to do it. And I think that's such a team, because now if he's like, you know what, like, I've watched him to where he's like, I don't want to take this contract. He does electrician work. I don't want to take this contract. And she's like, okay, well then why don't you sit for a little bit? You've been working 6 days a week. Take a rest. Take a couple months.
Right.
I'll hold it down. And then like it's such a team. And I really
for the betterment of the team.
I believe a relationship is also a partnership. Like,
Absolutely,
like a business, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think discussing, and we were saying this before, ambition, discussing your goals early on.
Right.
It's like, look, so when it comes, even, and it's easy to use me as an excuse, right? So I'm back in undergrad. I'm going to go to law school. Law school's going to be hard. It's going to take 5 days a week, a lot. And I'm going to have a passive income and not rely on anybody to hold myself down, because for me to go to school every day, 5 days a week, like either I'm going to have to work on the weekends or I'm going to have a passive income.
Right.
And if I had a partner during that time, that's like, hey, look, while you're in law school, I got it. On the weekends, you work, and then we'll do this together.
Right.
And when you get to law school, I know I can pursue whatever I need to pursue, or in the time being, right? Or let's both go to school at the same time, and we'll just counterbalance. I'll do mornings, you do nights. Like we can make this, a partnership. And I think that's so key. But nowadays, I keep hearing this like, well, the man has to provide. It's like, okay, well then what happens when the man's ambitious? Right? So like, what if I want to pursue, like you didn't decide to do this podcast until last year. Right?
I mean, we've had a podcast for a while. We just revamped it.
But it's a big financial responsibility. It's a big time card. You know what I mean? Like if you had a partner that's like, well, look, like, I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
And they don't see your vision.
Right.
They're like, well, I'm not going to support you doing something that gets down.
Sure.
It's like, well, then this isn't going to work, because it's like, I need you to see my vision too. Right. And one thing I love about being in a relationship is seeing someone and going, I see your potential, not just your current status, right? You could be the doctor you want to be, or you could be the psychologist, or you can, if you want to be an entrepreneur, I will stick through you through every failed business.
Absolutely.
I will support, and we will take losses together. But it's like, I got to know when I'm bad, that you got me too. I don't want to be taken care of, but it's like, I want to know that like when I'm stressing, you're stressing because you care. Right. Not because, well, I don't know what you're going to do. It's like, I can't be dealing with figuring out a plan. Right. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do to help, and vice versa.
Right. So I just want to tackle something real quick. So you said that in this time, you're starting to see more of like, oh, the men have to take care of me. But if we trace it back to like traditional times, like in the early 1930s, 1900s, it was, the women never worked. They never had rights to go and work. They're moms. Yeah. Their fucking whole job was to take care of the household and the kids. Right. And I think, because of feminism,
people don't do that at all.
Right. Yeah. So they don't care anymore. Like now I think we all really notice that like women are starting to desert their kids, and they're starting to chase the careers, and the men are getting stuck with children. So
I think,
and still working.
Still working.
Shit. I think the reason I view it to where women should be just as strong is because I have a daughter, right? And
that makes sense.
I never want my daughter to feel like she has to depend on anybody, right? So I'm raising a queen, love her to death. I will take her on her first date. I will get her something for Valentine's Day, but I will show her and I will set the bar, right? And I want to be the man that she looks for one day, not in essence of me, but I need to represent that example of a man. And I don't want her to see that as a man that will provide.
Yeah, but you also, I don't want to, I don't want to stab you like in your parenting stuff, but I think you also need to show her like, hey, when you find that man, you need to know how to surrender to him.
Of course.
Because if you keep fighting him, you'll never have that man. Because like, imagine you right now, if you find a powerful queen who's like the perfect woman, but she keeps fighting you, bro, you're not going to want to be in that relationship.
I was just going to say, not a lot of men are going to want someone like a woman who's trying to be like more alpha than him, you know?
You're both 100% right. And that aspect is, it's going to take time for me to learn, because what I feel like is this, right? So, and it's contradictory, but women nowadays play the men's role, right? But I think that because there are so many sexual predators out there, right? Because women are so used to taking the submission role and not learning how to defend themselves, they end up in tough predicaments, right? Surviving predicaments where they end up domestic violence, they end up in rape situations, statutory situations. And I feel like it was because the dad was working and the mom was providing, or the mom was taken care of, and the father wasn't present enough to go, listen, you need to learn how to defend yourself. You need to know how to get out of the situation. And you need to know that if I die tomorrow, and all cards are stacked against you, and your man's not doing his job, you can survive without him.
Absolutely.
Right? It's okay to learn to submit. It's okay to be a woman, right? To be the queen to the king. But queens are powerful on their own. And I want my daughter to know that you are never not good enough by yourself. Yeah. And it's okay to submit. It's okay to be his queen. Stand beside him, but not behind him. You know, and I think that's such a hard thing to teach.
I'm going to challenge.
Please do. But here's the thing, right? I don't want a woman that tries me on everything. right? I don't want a woman that's combative on everything.
That's true.
But I also want a woman that if I fall, I'm not also stressed because she can't pick us up, right? I can be a stay-at-home dad and take care of my children with the passive income. I could do that because I take care of my daughter now, right? It's 50-50, but it's like when I have my daughter, and it's not in the essence of a woman taking care of her. I take care of her. I make sure she's good. She's fed. I play with her. You know, I do the things that a woman would do if I was in a relationship with my baby mom. So I want my daughter that one day to know that your job when we have a kid isn't just to stay home. It's to teach our daughter or our sons or your daughter, your sons to be kings and queens. So it's very important that a woman is also submissive, but independent, because women nowadays either, and this is just my opinion, right? It's going to spark some problems, but they're either too independent or don't know their own strength. And there's a hard middle ground that's being skipped, because you can be independent and submit to the right man, to an alpha, to know that your man's got you. You got to know you're secure. But at the same time,
there's so many
if you're so
males, bro.
That's a problem too. But there's so much submission nowadays. It's just like, where was your father when you're getting beat on? Right? Why do you think it's okay to sit there and stay in an abusive? Like, do you have no brothers? Do you not have the strength to go out, purchase a firearm, purchase a taser, and go, you will not hit me again?
A lot of girls will sit there and take it because their dads were beating them when they were little.
But that's what I mean. So it's like there's got to be a happy middle to where a woman is strong enough to know, no, fuck this. I'm not staying for this, and I deserve better. At the same time,
but women play on different though. I just want to bring that in.
Please challenge me, because I love to learn.
Well, So I'm just gonna say this: women are more emotional creatures. We've all, they've said yes to this. We all know that for sure, right? So. What the research that I've come across is that women will actually stay in more toxic relationships because of the emotion that is being provided in that relationship. It's toxic. You guys are craving that like drama. Dude, what do Hispanic girls like to do? You guys like to sit at home and watch soap opera. Bro, like literally, my girl is the same fucking way. She loves fucking cheese man and fucking just drama, bro. Like it's insane. And I'm just like, yo, like constant shit talking about everything. But it's like women will stay in a toxic relationship because they're getting that it's like an addiction.
The drama.
I don't get that.
You got a point.
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't relate to that at all.
Why is that?
Because like if having been in relationships, never anything like really crazy, like I've never had a guy hit me, but even to the point where it was like he scared me enough to make me think that he would hit me, I'm out. Like I don't want anything to do with that.
That's smart.
But I've never like yes, I am an emotional creature being, but the emotion that brings me is like fear and and sadness. Why
but
would
you guys like that?
No.
I'm not saying you guys like it.
You haven't come across
majority
a real
of the
good
women
narcissist
really do like to be.
I'm not saying you guys like to get hit. Yeah, but I'm saying like you guys like the adrenaline that's delivered. Like why do women?
I'm not a fighter. Like,
but why do women like bad boys? Why do us men do stupid shit like get on motorcycles, which are highly dangerous, and then you guys are like, oh, that's so fucking hot. Blah blah. Why is it that women like to do all of these things that are involved with a bad boy? Like I've noticed this as a pattern in every woman's life. I've seen it
like that since the 50s, 40s.
Yeah, dude, 50s. It's fucking crazy. It's
prohibition.
It's the adrenaline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you guys get hooked on it. But yeah, I mean, maybe you are a little bit smarter, but you also don't look like the type that would submit to a man to me.
What?
So
really?
Yeah, I don't get that vibe from you at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, that's.
What are you saying?
Do you no comment
Wait, what's
from this section?
I said nothing.
No comment.
Why are you being a bitch, bro? Part of the Aryan
Speaking
truly,
dude. Come on,
He's sitting here like this.
I got my power stand.
I know, he looks like he's about to like fucking.
I'm just listening. I love this shit.
I feel like nowadays the typical girl that would submit depends on the guy, right? Because
let's ask them.
Well, okay, so like I said,
I feel like real quick. I feel like there's a lot of misconception between a woman submitting and stuff like that. Just because she's submitting doesn't mean she's weak or can't defend herself.
Yeah,
I agree.
Submission. There's a negative stigma behind it when people say, "Oh, you got to submit to your man. You got to do this." Whatever.
Like life and death and all these things that come with like getting like.
Do you want to have a kid in the future?
Do you
want to have children? Do you want to have a family?
It's like a love-hate thing, because like, why would I want to bring a child into this world?
Oh God. Right.
But then
Right.
I see all these people my age having kids, and it makes me like, damn, when am I gonna have? Like, am I ever gonna have a kid? Like, I kind of get, you know, like, I kind of feel it, but I don't know.
Let's say you said you were gonna be the man who is gonna put the standard for your daughter, right? But if you teach her how to fight against a man that's like you, that man's, he's not going to tolerate it. Let's be honest. You would never tolerate a woman that would want to fight you like that all the time.
What I kind of want to say too is I don't think you should technically try to teach your woman how to defend herself against a man. Like, yeah, it's great and all.
I mean,
but at the same time, like, I think what you should teach her is how to step away and get herself away from that situation completely. You know, not just to defend herself.
Notice
Because if you, notice the red flags. Because, like, for example, the way I think about it, we all know.
Are we recording?
Yeah. Oh. We all know the man is technically more physical than a female, right?
Yes.
So now if you're training your daughter or whatever to stand up to a man, what is a man who's already abusive typically going to do?
Right.
He's going to start swinging or something like that, you know? So now you're putting her in a situation where it almost endangers herself, you know?
Well, then you have.
But I'm not saying necessarily fighting in the sense of like physically fighting back. I'm saying knowing her limits and also knowing that she can't, like.
Well, that's why I just
because I know how to fight doesn't mean every guy that comes in the room that I think is an alpha, I want to
swing it.
It's like, yo, like, well, I'm the only alpha here. Like, it's not how I think. I mean, I know how to fight and I'm willing to fight anybody, but doesn't mean I have to challenge everybody.
Yeah, you know who's carrying. That's fucking winning any fight, dude.
That's true. Bullets both beat fists, but
I don't know. I feel like, sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, in sense of a woman, like, it's important for me, especially. I mean, you're saying I wouldn't want that. I want a woman that knows what she's going to tolerate, what she's not going to tolerate, but just also understand, like, in the dynamic between us two.
Right.
I play the king role. Right.
Well, strong enough.
All right. I'll tell you why I'm coming at that point, because my son's mother, my baby mama, she was like that. She's like super strong woman, right? I mean, physically, fucking gave me black eyes and shit. Anyway, so hot. But she was the type of girl that was like, you know, queen shit, super entrepreneurial, like ambitious, fucking stood up for everything that she, like, you know, believed in, right? I put a child in her, right? And it was the same fucking shit over and over, but it was constantly fighting. And I was like, bro, I'm just tired. I don't want to fight. I'm trying to build something together. And it's like, just to have that previous like experience, I just know, like, hey, I would never want to put up with someone like that ever again.
No, I've had that too. I mean, I've literally had that.
All right, work with me, not over me.
Yeah, dude.
My baby mom's very independent too, you know, and she's very like, it's either going to be my way or, you know, it's the compromise is stressful. But what I will say is, like, it's got to be a happy balance. And it's hard because as a man, I can only teach her what I know, right? But even in the sense of, like you said, right, we have women here, ask the women. It's like, but their opinion isn't every woman. That's right. And our opinion as men doesn't depict every guy.
Very limited to our experiences.
So, yeah, so 100%. So, like, what I find, and even right now, you know, what I find as a good attribute to teach my daughter now makes me go, okay, well, maybe I should do it differently because you opened my eyes to a different perspective. Right. So not what we believe now is going to be 100% of what we're going to believe in the next 10 years. I mean, who I am as a father now and as a man is completely different than before my daughter was born, right? My views on parenthood, my views on being a dad, my views on being a man changed drastically over the course of the last
wait for the next 5 years, bro. It's going to all change all over again.
I'm just terrified of this world, bro, because just like Destiny was saying,
oh my God,
the world is scary in the sense that people are so manipulative that they don't know it. Right? They don't know what they're capable of. And even with men, and I'll speak bad on ourselves, that a man could want a woman because he feels like he wants a relationship, get the pussy, and then not want the relationship because he didn't know that that's all he wanted. But he was so driven on the idea that that's what he wanted as a person. And then all the things that he bypassed as red flags or things that he won't tolerate were skewed because he had an objective in mind. And women will do the same thing. Women will see a guy, and you were just talking about bad boys. They'll see a guy and they'll view him as, oh, okay, well, he's dangerous and he's out, you know, he's outgoing and he's protective and he can fight. It's like, cool, but it's like, there's gotta be some cons, you know what I mean? So it's like, are you seeing his cons? If you can't see any red flags with somebody or anything that you can't tolerate from the get-go, then it's because your vision is blurred and your objective is getting in the way of what you actually see. And that becomes a problem, because once you get to a point of comfort, right, whether it's the relationship title or whether it's the pussy, whatever the person's goals are, or maybe it's living together, right? You don't see the things about the person that were problems until you get to the goal that you wanted.
That's true.
And once that goal hits, now you're like, well, wait, like, since when do you drink wine every day? It's like, well, I've always drank wine every day, but you don't see it because you didn't live together.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like when something happens in the relationship and then the way that they react or how they're trying to handle it, it's like you didn't know. Yeah, you didn't think they were going to be like that or not be like that. And then it kind of just makes it like, do I really want to be with you if you don't know how to communicate or work with it? Or
right after that. Well, that's the situation with the whole hookup culture that's going on.
No, yeah.
Because I mean, so people are so quick to getting hooked up, and that's why they end up in like situationships, you know, and stuff like, you know, I mean, when I was growing up, it was more like, let me get to know you first a little bit more before I sleep with you, you know? Like I remember one of the first few girls I dated, they're like, oh no, we're not gonna sleep with each other right now. And like, I wanted to, but she's like, no, we're gonna wait a little bit. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it, you know?
Yeah, that's my relationship. Like we were literally best friends. We were friends. We got along good and all this. And then like we ended up having sex and then getting together after that. And then it was just shit after that because it was a different type of level of
I mean, the other thing that a lot of women need to understand too is like us guys, like there's just the way we're naturally programmed. We're just trying to fuck sometimes, you know? And I guess like it just kind of, yeah, exactly.
Physical creatures.
Yeah, we're just physical creatures. Like that's just, I mean, if you catch a normal average man, he's going to beat off his dick, you know, just to masturbate, you know, whatever. But
I mean, I
exactly my point.
I can literally do the same though. Like if I fuck somebody and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like I don't need to be emotionally attached to you. I just wanted to fuck you. And like, that's it. Like, it can happen. Like
normally women let that know before.
But we talked about that
beforehand. Yeah.
Guys got to just be direct.
Yeah.
Listen, like I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not emotionally available, but I'm down to fuck.
Yeah, but you know the thing is that happens too. When the PP goes up, the IQ goes down.
You got a point.
Remember that, you know. So yeah, we can be as logical as we want right now, of course. But the moment we get our hormones, and
I think you cover yourself. I think you cover yourself at the very beginning of any relationship when you're fully transparent about what you want in the relationship.
Very direct.
Yeah, like for me, in my relationship, I said straight up, was like, I'm not planning on getting married ever, and that was something that she just had to accept, and she's accepted, and she's told her mom, she's told all of her aunties, and they're all like, what the fuck?
You know,
I don't believe in, I don't really believe in marriage either. Like, I don't feel like if you're going to be with someone, you can be with them. You don't have to fucking get married and sign these papers and do all this
Well,
stuff.
common law marriage is a thing too.
Yeah.
You've been together 10 years. Like, this is my wife.
Yeah, but she ain't putting no bills under this house.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. So I was just watching a show called How to Get Rich, right? And they talk about couples that are working through finances and how to fix their finances together. And one of the things that the rich guy said, right, that was giving advice, goes, well, over the first couple of dates, did you guys not talk about finances? It's like, no, that's weird to talk about. It's like, why is that weird to talk about?
Like, you're going to talk about it regardless.
You should
it should be something that is like a defining thing of why you want.
Do you have student debt, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any, like, how's your credit? All these things are important because if we're going to build something, right, what obstacles are we going to overcome? Like,
I mean, that is weird though. If you're just like,
I just feel like a lot of people aren't looking, like, aren't getting in those types
level of
deep,
severity.
like.
Well, I know for sure.
So it's not like something that.
Well, I know for sure. If we were dating, I wouldn't have to make over 30,000, and I wouldn't have to feed you. We're good.
And the PP,
you guys are understanding me.
She said, understand.
Can't understand. It doesn't make sense.
So so speaking of money and stuff like that.
I never put a number on it.
Well, speaking of money and stuff, do you think younger women are easier to please compared to older women?
Oh, hell yeah.
I say yes.
Yeah.
In what?
No.
Relationship?
Well, like,
or
just to date or something. Yeah, everything. Like, for example, if you date an older woman, like,
Depends.
I was actually having this conversation with George, and that's why we brought you into the conversation. So basically, we're having this conversation. Is it, I'll explain. So we're like, why do older men go for younger women?
Because they're dumb.
Well, that's not just
inexperienced.
It's not
I'm sorry, it's not dumb. It's inexperienced.
All right, Adrian, brother. Anyway, so we're running through this thing, and like George was comparing his, like, you know, previous girlfriend. He was like, oh, she was telling me, oh, I gotta fix the roof, I gotta do this, and she tells him, like, I gotta do an idea, and then she'll be like, oh, why are you trying to do that idea? That's dumb, blah blah blah, you know. So typically what we're trying to compare is like older women have this type of expectation out of you,
right?
Like they want you to be doing this, and they don't want you to be having
They're more
fun.
expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, with a younger chick,
high maintenance.
Yeah, more high maintenance. With a younger chick, you're like, hey, you want to go karting? Right. She'll be like, yeah, let's go karting.
Inexperienced.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I prefer older women. I prefer older women simply because the mindset, right? So I'm okay with I prefer the woman that's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like that doesn't make logical sense. Then the girl that's like, let's go have fun. It's like, fun will fucking die.
Let's spend all the money.
Yeah. Like, why aren't we doing anything today? I'm bored. It's like, well, how about I don't know, start a fucking business. Like, let's find a way to make another 6 figures. Like, let's do something like that. Like, I think with younger women, and that's something that I actually talked to Fantasy about when I started going back to school. He's like, bro, you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of 18-year-olds. It's like, I'm not interested like, at all. Like not any 18 to 25, like is really like a dead zone for me. Just simply because like, unless it's just sexual, right? Yeah. Because unless it's sexual, then 18 to 25, like, all right, whatever. Like
makes sense.
Like fun, exciting. Yeah. Like, all right, cool. But no like emotion. Building something, like, look, at 25, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do with my life. Like I was still contemplating. I'm 29 now, and I'm just now starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. This is where I'm headed. And that's not to say that everyone hits it at 29, but it's just like at 25 or below, like you still need to go out and make mistakes. You still need to have life experience problems. Like
at 25.
You need to make, and this again,
that's when it all happens.
I was an older soul. So, I mean, I got through my partying stage by 23, but from 23 to 25, I was a hopeless romantic. I was like, oh, I want to love you forever. And it's like, this isn't fun. You know, like it was just a lot of games mentally because I wasn't sure in myself.
Well, I'm the same way. Don't worry about it. I partied my whole high school life, and then I got my baby mama pregnant at 19. So
yeah, and then you know, but things change, you know, and it's like, I'm not saying that every woman under 25 isn't mentally there to want to build a relationship. I'm not taking shots at all because again, some people develop differently mentally. All I'm saying is that statistically, based off of a bigger group of people, anyone under 25 still values going out and having fun.
Well, I think what it is they just more prone to make shitty decisions. You know what I mean?
And it's just life, like YOLO. Like, you know, like I hurt when I drink too much. Right. You know what I mean? Like I have
2-day recovery from.
I have school Monday morning. Yeah. Like I can't just go out on Sunday night and say fuck it because when I wake up tomorrow it hurts. Like I need coffee to go to school this early. So 4 years ago I could have.
Go ahead.
Please
interject.
As a youngin', I feel like then again that also just kind of goes back to the types of women at that age that you've experienced.
100%.
Because like for me personally, I've always been told like people will usually say like you're 22, like oh my god, I would have thought you were so much older and whatever. But so I kind of disagree, and I just feel like,
I mean, it's case by case situation.
Yeah.
You know? Like overall, I think me personally, I think not all women want to just go party all the time, you know. I mean, in Vegas, it's pretty prominent. I feel like.
I was gonna say
it's very prominent in Vegas.
Yes.
It's demographic.
Can I challenge?
Go for it.
Do you have a 10-year goal?
Yeah.
Do you know where you want to be, where you want to live?
Yeah.
And how many kids you want?
Yes.
Okay. And what age you want to be married?
I don't really have a specific age.
Those are all great answers, right?
Yeah.
And to me, then you would have to be an anomaly. Because ultimately what I say is this, right? So at 22, and it's crazy that you think that way. It's great that you think that way. And it's going to really progress your life in a quick manner to where you can find someone. But the problem is, how many people do you hang out with? Right?
Like nobody.
Right? How often do you go out?
Never.
You see the difference, right? How many people do you know your age aren't doing what you're doing?
It's like hard for me to understand what you're saying because I'm like personally that none of that resonates with me at all. But that I think it also goes down to like the things that I've experienced at the age that I'm at now that have made me that way. A lot of people like haven't experienced certain things to make them that way.
Well, I think that's great. I mean, honestly, if I would have thought this way, or even to compliment you, if I would have thought your way at 22, I'd probably be in a different place in my life. I'd probably be settled down. I'd probably be out the game. So I think it's very, one, fucking keep that mindset. Like, don't let anybody skew it. But two, it's like, it's really hard to find, I mean, even as men, right? I don't know many men my age at 29 that are sure what they want to do with their life.
I don't either.
I've met people that are 35. They're like, yeah, you know, I wanted to be, you know, I want to be an attorney and I want to be a doctor. It's like, now I think, you know, I think I just want to start a hookah lounge. It's like, that's all cool. But it's like, you're creeping up on an age that now you can't start over. You know what I mean? Like you can always go back to school. You can always pursue.
But like all that stuff takes time, and then like what are you? What are you?
$200,000 in student
what is
loan
that
debt.
end goal then? Like when you're 50 years old and you finally like made it to where you can start something.
Well, look at guys like Kobe, right? He got
Speaking of 50-year-olds.
No, but like,
let's go.
He got a girl pregnant early.
Yeah.
He stepped up. He doesn't go out. He doesn't party. I don't see him anywhere in the city, only here.
Yeah.
You know, he knows where he's going. He's a real estate agent. He has a successful podcast. I mean, he's doing things with his life.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he was single pursuing a girl, do you think that he would be interested in somebody that still
Absolutely
wants to go out?
not.
Oh,
You know?
bro, I still fuck. Don't worry about that. yeah.
But it's like your mindset now.
It comes down to vetting and what you want in the end of life. Because for example, me personally, once a girl hits no offense to girls who are in the 30s or 35s, but once they hit that range, I'm kind of like, they kind of fall off my list.
Look at me. Not even 30 yet.
Old
No. I was just
He's
looking
like
around
35,
everywhere.
yeah.
Well, the reason is because, like, all right, look, I still want to have a family, you know? I still want to have kids. If I settle down with someone that's like, you know, in their 30s or up, right? The chances are I don't have as much time to vet them, correct? Right? And now if I vet them for 2-3 years, they're getting closer to the red line. You know, so me personally, I don't give a flying ass what you're trying to do for your career. You know,
Flying ass.
Not even a flying fuck, just a flying
it's a flying ass.
I don't give a flying tail.
Yeah, I don't give a flying ass about what you're trying to like figure out at the young age, because I figure out, you know, like you're still learning what you're trying to do or whatever. You know, I'm not saying they need to at least be 21, because I'm not taking you to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Or going to a gas station, fucking like, hey, you want a Truly's?
Let me
gas
clarify.
Yeah.
I'm not pursuing trying to fuck some 18, 19.
Yeah, I'm not trying to find.
I'm just saying, like,
Pedo.
18
okay.
fuckable ages.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm in.
Yeah. So like,
I'm clearly
and
not.
it comes down to vetting and stuff like the way I see it is like, if I go for someone that's a little bit younger, right, that gives me more time to vet them to see if they're gonna be the proper mother to my children, you know, instead of me going for someone that's like 35. Well, guess what? She's gonna her time clock's clicking. You know, let's with science. You know, there's no.
Why try and brainwash somebody when you can find somebody who's already been fucking dialed in? You know what I mean?
Well, if they're single at 30, they're not dialed in.
I think what
it could be for you and just not somebody else.
No, I feel like if they're single, they just know, like,
What they're looking for.
yeah, and like a lot of
You never know, like, why.
I feel like they've been through a lot more.
But
They have
what
a lot
about the
more
girl?
baggage.
That's the good part.
What about the
Well-
girl that you vet that she's like, she has all these great qualities. She's young enough to have kids. She wants to start a family. And then she's 24 and you vet her for 3 years. And at 27, she decides she wants to go a different path.
Right.
And then whoever she was at 24, 25, 26 is now a different person. Now
you
she doesn't
groomed
need
her for the next guy.
Now you pushed your time clock back because you pursued a girl that didn't know
I don't have
who
a
she
time
wanted.
clock.
ways.
Yes, you do. Well, yeah, you're Asian. Never mind.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna look like this till I'm about 70, all right? And then it's gonna slap me all at once.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is
white
that
comes
That's hilarious.
I think what he's trying to say is like the younger they are, like, you know, like not 21 or younger,
more
than
moldable
that,
they are, right?
Right. It's more moldable, but also they're closer to purity. They've done less promiscuous things.
But that's also a
We talked
good
about
thing.
body count.
I was
That
gonna
was
say.
important to you too. So it's like
Yeah.
35 to find a girl that's been under 8. That's hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the city for fucking sure.
Jesus.
For sure in the city.
300. 8
I feel like
digits.
dating in Vegas, period. It's just like
Oh, dating in Vegas is a cesspool.
fucking one
cesspool.
song. You know, you try. Okay, so
And everybody knows everybody.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I find someone, I'm like, oh, they, you know, oh, I know them. They dated this person, or they're fucking with this person. I'm like, well, fuck, I
What high
can't.
school
fucking
did you go to? Oh, really? Oh,
And
shit.
I'm not even. I barely moved out here in 2019, and I know a lot of people who know a lot of other people, and I'm like,
What are you running away from?
who am I running away from?
What are you running away from?
A lot of things.
Sweet home. No.
No, I've tried moving back to my hometown, but it's just like once I left and I came back, it was just like a whole nother perspective on it.
Hometown's
Yeah,
always like a black hole.
it is.
What do you mean by that?
As in, like, it just sucks you in and then there's nothing for you.
No, it
You know what I mean?
truly,
It's just
Yeah.
a
it
blank
truly
space.
is like that.
Shit, we've been here
and it's
a minute.
crazy.
Vegas is a city. Like, we're
Oh,
from
that's our
small
hometown.
town.
It's because like, like
okay. I get
Different.
that.
There's a lot more opportunity here, like, for everyone.
Yeah.
That's why everybody moves here.
Oh.
I've heard even like
Especially if you're
people
part
like
of a
trying to
racist
go to
brotherhood.
Denver, like, oh, there's so many opportunities out there, but there's really not for people who have grown up there. Like it's not people.
Where are you from?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah.
But there's nothing out there?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. People
Bunch of
who
homeless people
lot of weed
and
stores.
drugs.
like for me growing up there, like I feel like there's nothing there for me, but there's a lot of people who move out there and start businesses and it's a lot of opportunity for them because they don't know, they've never been, but I grew up knowing everything there. Like I said, I tried moving back last year and I was like, it's going to be a no for me, dog. I got
Yeah, it's hard. You know what UNLV stands for, right? You never leave Vegas.
That's what. Okay, someone did tell me that.
So
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
God.
true because a lot of people will come here and they cannot leave.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you get in the industry, right? And then how?
Well, it's not even that. It's just it used to be a 24-hour city.
I was just gonna say there's something always going on.
Walmart's
There's something
closed at
always
10 o'clock
open. You
now.
can go eat at any fucking Shoku Ramen. It's my favorite fucking place to go. I can go at 3 in the morning,
Shoku
2 in the
Ramen's so
afternoon.
bomb.
Yes.
New question.
Name a deal breaker for you in a relationship.
That's a boring question.
Oh no, I need time to think.
No, you got it right. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. All right.
A deal breaker in a relationship.
For a second,
Or
I
he's
think
gonna
I'd
say
say dildo.
Name a dildo you
Pegging
use in
is
a
a no for me, dog.
Use your favorite peg item.
I'm a very open person, so like,
She's into the pegging.
Yeah. Are you done with the pegging?
Anal
but
for
if
me.
that means like me pegging the guy,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
What if you loved him and he did everything that
No,
he
I
could
don't
ever
think I'd
like,
wanna do that.
He just peg me once a month.
No, I don't think so.
Clean my poop chute, mom.
All right. So what is a deal breaker for you? Say you've been dating this dude for like, let's say 2 years, because that's a
Deal
magic number
breaker.
right now. And
a long time
What
to
if he's
find a
like? What
deal
if he's like, babe, I want to be pegged? Is that a deal breaker?
No,
6
I mean,
months.
no, like,
What if he cries when he comes?
I'm not gonna be like, ew, bye.
What is he? What?
What if he cries when he comes? Like every time he comes, like, this is so
I
amazing.
had
I'll
a
lick them
guy
tears,
cry to
baby.
me after
I love you.
my mom cheated on my dad, and that's why I'm this way. And I was like,
I was touched.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. But that didn't. I dated the guy for like 2 years.
Wow.
So, can we come back to me?
Okay. What's your deal breaker?
Yeah, I would have to say like for him asking if we could do a threesome, because a lot of fucking guys, I feel like,
Really? That's a deal breaker?
okay, anal for me. I can't. I will not. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're not
wow. You
finished.
gotta try it.
No.
Hey, you see how
Fucking-
fast she backpedaled
I'm
on that answer?
scared.
Said, really? Come on. Just a threesome. Hey. All right, you got me. No anal. Bring that bitch in here.
No, I've fucked girls before. Like I really have.
Nice. That's
So you want to do a threesome where he let you fuck a girl too?
Okay, maybe. See, that's why I said anal right away, because like I just.
Man, he's like, hey babe, you pick out the girl.
Hell yeah.
And we both fucked him. But I'll fuck you more. Don't worry.
See, and I have thought.
I'll look at you while I fuck her.
I will call
And
her
I thought
your name.
about it
Like,
too, but I think it's I just would not want the emotional. That's the thing.
There's
There
no
is,
emotion.
though. This is physical usually for
From the dude, it's
You
physical.
pick the
trust me.
girl, he never talks to her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Like
yeah,
you have
'cause
her
I love
number,
girls.
everything. Yeah.
I love women. I love the bitches.
We do too. Don't worry about it.
I'm saying
Yeah. He even blindfolded himself just so he doesn't have to look at her.
paper bag. No, I want to look at her.
Yeah, you can look at her. He
It's
can
for you.
blindfold
It's not
himself.
for him.
Yeah, no, anal is. I just can't. It's fucking fuck. No.
What about you, big dog? Anal?
That's a really hard question.
Getting pegged.
Huh?
Like, she said, let me just
Yeah.
pay you once a month, baby.
Jesus.
He said,
No,
I love
what
A
like
deal
legit?
breaker, a real
real
deal
one.
breaker for me.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not willing to compromise on certain things. If you're not, it's important.
But you just did that when I asked you about pegging.
what? Compromise?
Yeah.
What are you
Babe, I want to peg you. And then you're like, I don't want to compromise.
I want to come today.
Oh, she said you'll come a long time. She's like, I come in you, you come on floor.
Oh my god.
We cry
You'll still come.
while we climax.
Yeah.
Jesus, no.
You know the male G spot's in the asshole, right?
The gooch, isn't that what it's?
No, it's in the
it's
asshole.
in that. It's the prostate. It's the prostate.
Yeah, it's the prostate. Yeah.
So compromising.
Yeah, compromising, that's a big
So like, what are you talking about when it comes down to like responsibilities, money,
kind of everything, honestly. Like just being able to, like, if you have somebody that's giving you, so many things that you ask for, but then like on the backside, they're doing a lot of things that you don't like. You know what I mean? And then it's the
Knowing
same
that.
vice versa.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Willing to compromise to save the relationship. Or like you said, with help, with like bills, with things like that. Like Savage said, being able to pick you up while you're down or being able to pick them up while they're down, the compromise, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
able to support your, other half essentially.
Right, like the ambitious thing. Where,
Right.
So I want to.
Or like if you live a certain type of lifestyle, like say like we fight, like it's, if I want to go to the gym 5 days a week, you know, can you watch
the kid for like an hour and a half?
You know, while I go and do this, and then you know, I can take them when you want to go and fucking do your nails or your fucking bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you won't fucking watch the kid for an hour or two while I go to the gym.
Right.
Yeah, that's
type shit.
Yeah, that
you know what I mean?
Bitching about it.
Yeah.
Or just bring him and you can watch, so that you know I'm not cheating.
Let me smell that dick.
It's gonna smell like 15 other dudes fucking sweat, dog.
Oh shit!
What are you doing at the gym?
You're into, bro.
I know. What are you fucking doing?
Why is it gonna be a bunch of dudes, bro?
Dude, that's 15 other dudes, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's a
What
lot.
kind of gym you going to?
Yeah, man.
Compromise.
He's going to gyms.
The one next to Green Door or whatever.
Jesus. Fucking. Oh my
God.
Yeah. What about you, dude? What's your deal breaker, bro?
It's got to be breaking your word. Right?
Like that.
It's got to be
Broken
breaking,
promises.
it's got to be breaking your word, because to me it's like really, really hard for me to get past that. Like it's possible. Like I said, anything's possible. But if I depend on you, right? Even the simple stuff means I can't depend on the big stuff, and it's so important to me. You know, I'm a man of my word, and I'm proud about it, and that's something that I am keen about from the get go.
Amen.
You have to. If you tell me you're going to do something, I'm not going to do something. I don't give a fuck about your excuses after.
Can I add that to my answer?
Like,
Yeah.
it.
I mean, that's just loyalty. You kind of expect that
Not
from a
even-
woman, though.
I think-
but not even.
right, 'cause you
It's
can't.
It's not even about loyalty to me, because.
But that is part of loyalty, though.
It is, but it's not even so much on that aspect, right? That's deeper. I'm talking about simple things.
It's a surface level.
Yeah.
shit.
Surface of like, hey,
Who spilled the ice cube on the floor?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Whose fucking hair is in the shower?
Get the fuck out of here.
Obviously not Dylan's.
even as far as simply saying like, you know, hey, I'm going out with my friends. Okay, cool. Where are you going? We're gonna go to this hookah lounge. Okay, who's going with you? Just me and the girls. Cool. And guy shows up. Let me know.
Do you feel like you have more trust
I like where this
issues
is going.
because of the industry that you're in?
100%.
100%.
Dude, women are whores. They can be devoted fucking women. And
I've seen
I'm not,
girls. Yeah.
I know, they
guys
are.
are whores too.
I mean, I've seen girls, and he can attest to it too. I've seen girls that are getting married tomorrow with their husband downstairs, ready to suck dick in the back, right?
Oh shit!
Not
Getting
saying-
fucking sucking dick in the back, getting fucked raw in the back.
So it's like, to me, which is that's another deal breaker for me. It's like, if I get married, which that's the plan, my girl cannot
If you want
have
a bachelorette party, fuck yourself.
That's out. That's out. There's no. You can go on a girls trip to a spa,
Unless you
but
wanna
if you're
do
gonna do a
some
bachelorette
fondue,
party
man.
with strippers, like I'm not. No way, because I know what strippers do.
And me and Sebastian's next business is going to be a male strip club called The Spa.
We're just gonna go to the spa, babe.
I retract.
Where are we going? That spot? Hey.
That'd be sick, right? Would you guys go to the spa?
I would
I
go
would
to
go
the
to
spa.
a spa.
Yeah, see?
I would go to the
That's
spa.
like when you
And
buy
it's,
shit.
and it's just a bunch of good-looking dudes just giving you massages. And
Hell
back
yeah,
rubs.
doing facial.
Yeah, facial.
I was just gonna say. Massage.
internal massage.
Nah, we getting your nails done, your hair's done, but it's like just sexy, dude.
I mean,
I heard cum is good for like the skin.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
Super
It's gonna
good.
be a lot
Super
of
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good.
No, it's pretty fucking good.
No, I think there was like a study that was like it is, but it's like not when it's just sitting on your face and you.
No,
wipe
no,
off.
it is.
No,
So,
you have to let it dry.
yeah, you're supposed to let it dry because it
Well,
like does the
times, for
skin
sure.
tightening shit. I don't know.
It gets hard.
You should try it, dude.
Yeah.
You got a lot of brothers, so.
Trying to aim for my face.
But anyways, going back to it. Okay, so
It's just keeping your word, and I mean, it comes down to the core values that I look for in a person, right? Accountability, keeping your word, and compromise. Like they're big deal breakers. But if I was to take it away from surface level and I was to take it to more of like an innocent conversation, if you go out too much, if you
Yes.
feel like you have to socialize and go out every weekend, it's not going to work. It's
Like you can't just chill, bro.
not like if I got to argue with you on that, like I can't do it, because what are you doing in your life to where you can celebrate every weekend? Like what? Okay, if you make 7 figures, you want to go
Go
every
for
weekend,
it.
go for it.
but even then though, like somebody who makes 7 figures isn't going to be able to
That's
Yeah.
my
go
point.
out.
No, yeah.
That's my point. So if you're
know?
not where I'm headed is I'm going to make 7 figures.
Right.
It's not a matter of if, but when. I'm going to fucking
Right.
make it happen. It's going to be passive.
Yeah.
That's where I'm headed. So I'm not going out every weekend. I like to have a good time at the same time, but I like to celebrate, right? For my birthday, what I wanted to do and what I will do is stay home. I wanted a spa day. I'm going to set up a spa day. I want to go and relax. I want a day where I don't have to think.
There's different definitions to having fun for everybody too. It's not like,
and that's my deal breaker. It's like, if you feel the need that you're having fun is going out, and every weekend, if you live this entrepreneur mindset during the week, but you have the 9 to 5 weekend mindset to where it's like, okay, I worked all week and then on the weekend, I'm going to go hang out with friends or party or barbecue. It's like, if you got to do that every weekend, one, you need social in your life, and that's too much. Like, if I'm like, I need a best friend. I need someone that's like, look, like tonight, it's Friday night. Let's go get a bottle of wine and let's strategize.
That makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. I want to go out. It's like, you went out Saturday, Sunday.
A lot of people just can't enjoy their own company or like the company at home, you know, like they need that.
You know why? It's because they're so fucking miserable.
Yes, no, that's what it is. Misery loves company, and it really,
that's why. That's exactly why, right?
I would. They're not happy with themselves.
To add to what you said, the people that fucking get notifications that say that their fucking social media intake has gone up by 8 hours, those people are a red flag.
Or if you need validation on the internet.
That makes sense.
If you have to like, oh, you know.
Well, it's like if you spend 8 hours of your day. Sorry.
And no. Literally what you're saying. I got to post today, and so-and-so followed me, or so-and-so liked it. It's like, if you value social media recognition and validation, like if you need likes, or if you need people to like on your shit or comment on your shit, if you need certain people to follow you, and all that's really, really important to you, it's like,
you have some work to do.
But like naturally though, I understand why social media is so addicting for women. It's because women naturally crave that validation. I mean, like their whole life is surrounded by how they look and, that. So it makes sense why women are so hooked on to why Kim K is like literally the most popular person on planet Earth.
I think that goes back to like what you were saying about being there for your daughter and stuff, and just like how they're brought up. Because it's like me personally, like I didn't grow up with a dad, so I feel that like that kind of resonates with me, and I think, but then there are people that like, they just are taught from a young age that you don't need to be validated by anybody but yourself. Like
crazy.
Wait, so that's something I had to learn.
So you don't crave validation, or you do crave it? Because everybody naturally does, but do you feel like you're seeking that more often?
I think like unwillingly, yes. Like it just happens. Like and it just happens, and then but I notice it, and I'm like, ew.
Right. Like, why am I doing these?
But then I know where it comes from, Right. Like
because you didn't really have a father figure.
Yeah, and just like the way I was raised was a little different. That's
wild though, right? Because you didn't grow up with a father, and you're a homebody. You're independent. So it's like all the things I want to teach my daughter, you have a lot of those qualities in the aspect of who you are.
Yeah.
And you're young, and you didn't have a father to teach you. So I
had to like,
because it kind of makes me think more about what Kobe was saying. It's like, I don't have to implement so much on being independent when she didn't have a father to teach her that, and she's still independent. So it's like, crazy you say that, and it's wild that it makes me think about what you said more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the most important thing is, I think if you can teach your daughter how not to like seek for validation and the approval of like, this guy is giving me the validation and approval that I need, that I'm seeking for deep down inside, because then that's when girls start doing stupid shit, right? Because they're seeking that approval and validation, and then they're like getting their big, like their titties all big and their ass all big, and then they're posting these half naked photos on social media for what? Because of the dopamine hit of every like and follower and subscriber, because daddy was in there to show me, oh, he loved me. You know what I mean?
So who do you think, just talking about the beauty standards, who do you think controls the beauty standards, men or women?
The booty standards?
Beauty.
Oh. I was like,
booty standards.
Women.
Boy.
Women.
Women for sure.
100%.
For years.
People see other women, and then
I think
what it is.
Because some people feel like
a competition. Like, I want to look better than you, and I want to have,
Because some people feel like the men are the ones that are controlling the beauty standards. I don't agree with that technically.
No.
Like they're like, oh,
not controlling it, but I think they feed into it.
Because they're like, oh, the men want this, the men want this, men want that, so I'm gonna do this. But in reality, it's just, I think the women are competing with each other.
Well, they are, and then even women say themselves like, oh, I'm looking good for myself, not for men. And it's bullshit. Like, are you really? No.
Let's be honest. Like for us guys, like, what are you really searching for in a woman? Like, I think what really matters is if she has a vagina. Like,
from birth.
Start there.
We just talked about this in the car right here.
Well, we were talking about earlier. So like, I don't like BBLs. I don't like fake anything. Like, I really,
same.
I enjoy natural.
Same.
Because to me, it's like,
In 10 years, are you going to fucking look like that? Are you going to want to look like that?
It's just
like-
sagging off. The
Yeah,
back
like
end.
it's gonna be noticeable.
You're like, hey, pick this thing up.
just go get another lift, bro.
Well, and that's
Another
usually
injection.
You need it. Like any boob jobs, you need to get
Every
that
10
shit be
years.
done 10 years.
Right.
Well,
Then
I
you're fucking
understand
200 grand
women
invested
that had
in
multiple
yourself.
kids, right?
Literally.
If you want a mommy makeover,
Right.
right? You want to get your boobs lifted
15
back
Gs,
up or whatever. You want to do, like, I understand that because it's like the kids, breastfeeding, all that took a toll on you.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
that.
to like regain confidence.
That's
that makes
different.
sense.
But if you're fine naturally, you're lazy. You don't want to go to the gym. So you want to go get an ass
Hang
done.
upside down and shit.
And then I'm not so much hard when I say fake stuff. I don't talk about titties just because, like, if you're born and you don't have big titties and that's something you want, then that's an aesthetic that you want. Like, I can't. Same with me and tattoos. Like, I feel like it makes me look better, so I like it. So if a woman wants to get her titties done and she didn't grow up with titties, like, so be it, right? But like, if you want to get your ass done, you can build that, right? If you want to go get a
Don't
summer
take the
waist,
easy way out.
if you want to get a summer waist, you want to lose weight and go get gastric bypass,
Right.
If you didn't need it, right? If you don't have a thyroid problem, or if you didn't. Like if something didn't cause with your health for you to get to that point where the only way to fix what you have is by surgery, then you're just being lazy. But if like some people naturally have a bad thyroid, they gain a lot of weight and it's hard for them to lose it. Like, okay, then that I understand.
Right.
But like if you could have built an ass in the gym, you just don't want to put in the work. Like, and then you want to go online.
there is
and claim that
genetics.
it's fake,
Genetics do play into it too.
but you can build a lot.
Right.
You can build.
I get that.
Just put the time in to know what you
get
need
that.
to do to get somewhere.
I
So-
think it's funny when the women who get BBLs and their body done go to the
And then
gym
they
and
just
acting
keep-
like
Oh my God.
acting like they worked
And then
for
get on
it.
social
Like,
media.
bitch,
They get
no.
on social media and sell a glute package like this. How you work
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
What's even more funny
that's
is that
Dr.
fucking that
Miami
activity
did not do this.
No.
That activity completely erases everything that they just did.
Yeah.
Because they're just injecting the fat,
fat.
from your back into their ass, and then they go to the gym and then completely kill all that fat. So it's like you just lost $8 grand. You
That's
idiot.
true. That's
my
true.
God.
So I because we're on this topic, who lies more, men or women?
Women.
Women.
I'm just gonna
I
go over here because you keep skipping. So
Okay, fine.
I want honest.
We all three already.
My opinion would be men. Like,
Why is that?
Because just like speaking from my experience, like I don't just be lying like that.
Well, not you personally. Like,
But-
do your
but in
girls
general.
lie to you?
Like let's
Okay.
say
Other women.
like your friends.
maybe.
How many
Yeah.
times have you told a girl that she looks good and she doesn't?
Oof.
I would just say no comment. I'm just kidding.
No, I agree.
God.
I
She's like, Lucy, I'm sorry. Yes, I've said it.
You are the weakest.
I think that's different because like
That's justifying
can-
the lie.
no,
That's
like
lying.
It's lying.
if I genuinely thought you looked like shit, I'd be like, girl, like
Okay,
let's
but
fix
that's
this.
like saying, you know why you're saying that? It's because it's okay. This is the question. You're trying to be politically correct, but is being politically correct part of lying as well?
What do you mean, like by not saying,
Yeah,
telling
because
her
if you-
like she
yeah,
looks like
Because you
shit?
care if she's offended.
Yeah, because you're like,
Yeah, I definitely do that.
okay, so that you're just being politically correct by saying,
Yeah.
oh, you look fine.
Well, it's like, but
you're
then,
also a
and then I
liar.
guess I justify by saying like, well, like to somebody she looks fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Somebody less caliber.
Maybe.
But in that same essence, right? Have you ever had a girl hit on you that you thought was unattractive, and when you told her no, did you tell her like I'm not attracted to you?
Yeah.
No, because even like a lot of
I'm
group,
like,
friend
I
groups-
gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be back.
And never come back.
No, you know, like,
That's a lie.
Just look.
That's a lie.
I just be like, thanks.
there's this one time, right? I got really
I do that at the club all the time. I'm like,
I really want to hear your. I know with being PUA, like
Dude,
you've had experience.
No. I mean, there's this one time I got super wasted and I was winging a buddy. And I went home with the bigger one, the less attractive one. Because I was like, I'm winging you, bro.
Nate out.
Yeah, so anyway, so she was going down on me. Like, bro. And I was just like, in the middle of it, I was just like, I can't fucking do this shit. You got to go. And it was like the coldest shit ever. But
she's like,
At least you
but I was just like, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
two
You gotta
whoppers,
go.
two whoppers deep.
Exactly. Exactly.
This was after he
What do you mean? I don't understand. Your dick disagreed. What?
This is after he busted a nut. He's like, oh, sorry, you gotta go. I can't do this.
I didn't
Like,
even
God, I can't even look at you. Oh,
yeah, but dude,
I had a situation
Get out of here,
like
Shrek.
that. So I was winging for a guy. But I didn't get as deep as you. So
it was like dude. It was like,
damn, that's a really nice compliment.
So
damn, dude.
I was winging for a guy, and he ends up coming over to my 1-bedroom apartment. He fucks this girl on the floor, and her big friend. And when I say big, like big's okay, but like she was like 4+. Big. And I was a good wingman. So I was like, you can come hang out. So we're all hanging out in the room, and I already know this is bad.
Right.
Because she starts to cuddle me, and I at that time was 150 pounds. I was in danger.
Like, listen here, Big Bear. You better chill.
I won't hit a woman, but I felt unsafe.
Yeah. I will mace a bear.
So she's like trying to spoon me, and I'm like I don't feel comfortable.
Oy.
And she goes, "What? You don't want me?" And I looked at her and I said, "Listen, like the only reason you're here is for him."
Yeah.
Right. This isn't happening. And she's like, but have you ever been with a girl like me? I was like, I am not interested. I'm trying to be polite. This isn't going to happen. I did not drink. Yeah. I'm 19.
I did not drink.
So please, like, just understand, like, just sit here.
Wafting your essence.
And then like, we can go. Well, the worst part is I wasn't supposed to be the wing. Like, she didn't come with me. She came with my brother. And when she's sitting down on the couch, she looked at me and said, I'm not that good of a wingman. And I said, you brought her here. And he said, I'm gonna go to sleep. And he pretends sleep. He pretends sleep until he fell asleep. This motherfucker sat like this, right? He's
silent.
And I know my brother, right? And he don't never sleeping up. He a nigga. That dude laid out with his head. So he's sitting up like this. And I'm like, hey, bro. Like, I know you ain't sleep. I pushed him. Dude gonna fall over. Like he could have just slumped. He fell onto the ground. Like, I know what you're doing. So the girl's like, oh, let's go to the room. And I was like, this is very not a good time. Like, I'm not excited. Well, my friend got what he wanted, and that girl was so mad at me and tried for a good hour to convince me. And I was like, you do realize, like, I'm sober.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like the difference between men and women.
She was gawk deep.
Yeah,
it's different.
But it's the difference though. It's between men and women though. Like at a certain point, I mean, you think I would just stick it out and just be like, all right, it's happening, right? But I was just like, nah, I can't fucking do this. Like it's out, it's over.
You're like, mission abort.
But why you let her get to that point?
Damn.
I was drunk.
This undercover job has gone way too far.
and I heard big girls can, perform very well.
He was curious.
So yeah. But women lie more.
Yeah, I mean,
Myths
even about sex, like, yeah, I came. No, she didn't.
Damn.
No, she didn't.
I think it's like more little lies though, and then
Give us your best fake moan.
Oh my God, don't. I'm going to come.
That was it.
Wait, who was that?
That was me.
Oh, nice.
I'll take the fake.
I'm jealous.
So women like
Fake it good. I can fake it good.
What do you mean by women lying like
little things like where it's like,
I think you guys are good at lying about little things, but it just becomes like a big
dig yourself into
Then we
the
get
hole.
caught up. It's like you make us feel crazy.
well,
I would never.
Listen, all those other things were not me. That was Tracy.
Fucking serious.
I don't know. I don't know if there's like a one more than the other thing. But it took you like asking me like the girls in my circle for me to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because you
And
hear
then
those
you
bitches
lying.
lying. Yeah, exactly.
So that's crazy.
It's about little things, and that's like you said, it'll spiral.
Yeah.
But then the worst part is, again, back to what we were saying, accountability. It's like, look, you didn't go to the hookah lounge because I just pulled up to PT's and you're at PT's. What are you doing here? Oh, how do we get here? Like,
Yeah, I feel like you run into some shit.
Just took some strokes in the back nine. Fucking bitch.
I was golfing.
Yeah, I need to get out of Vegas, dog. I don't know. Or you need to get out of your industry and just, I don't know, man.
I think that's the
Getting
biggest
in our
thing.
industry is so fucking hard, bro. And
Well,
getting
it's like-
out of our industry is hard because you get so comfortable with the
I get it.
Well, not only that, but then you see the worst in every single female all over the world.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's only girls from Vegas that come here. This is bitches from all over the
Yeah,
world.
you're jaded as fuck.
So it's like, you get freaking so-and-so from freaking India coming in here. It's like, I've been with my husband for 15 years. It was an arranged marriage. Can I suck your dick?
Yeah.
No, please
Arranged
stop.
marriage.
Well, and that's the
fucked
hard
up,
part. Right?
yeah.
So we use that jaded. And
Negative.
not every girl that you meet in the world is a girl that would go to a male strip club, right? So, but our opinion is, since we've met so many different girls from so many different demographics,
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like, and I'll bring that same problem into relationships. Like a girl can be like, "Yeah, I'm going to go out with my friends on a Tuesday night," and it's like, why
Where the fuck you going?
Yeah, where are you going? But,
Or so what country do you see the most shady
India.
shit? Really?
Absolutely.
Swear to God.
Jeez.
They come in like 10 deep, ready.
Ready to
And fucking
fucking
20.
Yeah.
And everyone,
not for me.
You know what?
But you know, but it's funny because the Indian guys are super
say-
fucking horny dudes too.
They be up with
No,
too.
both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Both of them.
I think it's because their culture's like so.
none of them want to spend money.
Yeah, they're so repressed.
Yeah, they're so repressed that
Yeah.
like they come here and they're like, oh, it's time to like even the Indian like guys.
Time to get dick sucked.
Yeah, even like the Indian
They normally don't like me.
husbands, they
Indian
support
girls
their
don't
females
don't
to
like
do
me.
it.
Yeah. Because they
don't
know
like
when they
you?
go back home, you ain't fucking doing this shit.
Because you kind of like their color. That's why.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.
No, it's probably true.
Honestly,
No, it's like
you have a big old
at the
beard.
strip club, it's literally a fantasy. Like
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
who are at home and they have a certain type of wife or they have a certain type, when they go to the fucking strip club, they want someone that they will never ever be with or never ever get
it's the
anything.
girls from Utah for me.
Oh, that makes sense.
I get
Like the blonde white girls?
Polygamy bitches.
Those are the girls that they really will go out of their way. It's like the white girls that they grew up either in a small town or they grew up around a certain demographic.
We had one black guy, and I was always curious.
I wonder how it's those type of girls that either that or
And he was like the whitest black dude.
I was just gonna say, he's like, well, I'm only half.
or girls from Mexico.
Ah, that makes sense. Mexico, really?
Girls or Brazil, huh?
No, Brazilian.
Mexico,
Brazilian girls love
Asia.
Asian guys.
The way I want to line the question up is with LGBT and all the racial stuff and all that stuff going on in the world, right? And people trying to be politically correct, and with cancel culture being pretty vampant as it is right now, do you think by being politically correct, more people are being liars
Yes.
to themselves and to the media
100%.
when they're being questioned and anything that goes on? Like, for example, when they're like been watching some interviews and you know, they're like, oh, well, how do you feel about, you know, this, you know, so-and-so doing this and that, right?
Man.
No, it is because everyone nowadays everyone's so fucking sensitive. Like everyone is so fucking sensitive. It's ridiculous. Like growing up, even in movies, like we would have stuff and like Scary Movie or, you know, shit like that, like The Office.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nowadays, if that was to be aired now, everyone would fucking cry about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, it's getting to that point where like people are getting so scared of cancel culture, like they're even like scared to speak their own truth, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
How are
in
you
a
going to
way-
name a man, a fucking biological man, the woman of the year in
that
so
shit
many
is
different, in multiple
that shit-
different categories? Like
That was
athlete of the year. Okay.
But that's
Men do it better, bro.
No,
Just saying.
right? It's
I
like
don't know who I said that to the other.
people are so afraid to be themselves because they don't want to be canceled. They don't want to be judged. And it's like,
Yeah.
I could probably say like, I really gave up on giving a fuck. People judge
About,
me.
yeah.
Oh no, yeah,
That's the
definitely.
biggest thing. If you can't take the fucking truth and get the fuck out.
Why, bro? Like,
You can't take
I
the heat,
look,
get out the kitchen.
I look as thuggish as it gets fucking anywhere, bro. Like I put on a bandana, some Dickies right now. Like anybody who sees me is
You
gonna
got that
prejudge,
twang coming out.
right? So like ultimately, I look,
Motherfucker, you tatted from like
Bro,
probably I don't even know how
I got-
far.
I got-
I'll walk outside right now.
And just stand there.
I mean, you kind of put that connotation on yourself,
but I'm
though,
okay.
right?
But I'm okay with
Right.
it. But that's the thing. Is like so. People are so afraid now to get canceled or judged,
Yeah.
and that's really what I advocate against because it's like I'm okay with being judged, but
Yeah.
I'm going to blow your opinion out the fucking wall.
Yeah, that's true.
but that, I will be bluntly honest.
But the reality is like okay, for women, right? For women, for your safeties, don't you guys judge almost every man because you're like, hey, I'm walking and I'm wondering if this guy's gonna come after me.
And see, it really, honestly, like anywhere, I even like when I go to the gas station, I don't want to go past a certain time,
Right.
or I don't want to, like, if I look
like a
and I'm like,
specific
oh,
gas
yeah,
station.
like I get a feeling or like anything like that. And it's
Right.
sad that that has to happen. And I don't like to, but it's like, I never fucking know.
Right.
I mean, even with women, cause like women could be part of like, oh, let me get
Yeah,
this
part
one. Let me get this girl for you
Yep.
to like, you know,
Right.
It's just
So that's what I'm saying. It's just natural for human beings to judge you. Of course, it's because we know you that we're not afraid of you, right?
Right.
So,
but I mean, honestly, I'm okay with the judgment. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, I did it knowing I'd get judged. When I got my neck tatted, it was before all of my friends, right? When I got my head tatted, only a couple of my friends now have
Right.
head tattoos,
Right.
And now I'm locking my hair. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I got a beard. I'm aggressive. My name is Savage. Like at this point, I come off as a fucking asshole because I am, but I'm only an asshole because I'm honest. Right? So I'm not an asshole in the sense that I'm not
just
respectful.
looking the part.
You're
Raw,
an
like-
asshole to people that
Yeah,
can't
I'm-
really take
Yeah, like I'm respectful to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? I can take rejection. I can take people not like if someone genuinely said, "Look, like, bro, I don't have an issue with you. I just don't like you." I wouldn't be like, "Well, you want to fight?" It's like, okay, cool. Like I'll just avoid you. Same thing with the female. Like I don't genuinely care if you like me or not. But ultimately, I demand respect. And I think nowadays people don't have enough respect for themselves.
That's true.
Yeah.
And in the essence of women, like prejudging, they have to for safety. But people lie out of two reasons, right? Fear or comfort. And if you're okay with being uncomfortable and you don't fear anything, you have no reason to lie, right? And that comes down to relationships or all the way back up to political, right? You're afraid to be judged. You're afraid, like at this point.
Well, it's not just afraid to being judged right now. With the cancel culture going on, you can't speak your opinion without being
cancel me. Fuck
without. Like, but yeah, I know what you were saying, but like people are gonna cancel. But normal people are like just terrified of speaking their truth. You know, they're
they're just gonna get like attacked by everyone else.
Especially when they're in a higher
and it's not just attacked by everyone else, but the people who want to speak their truth, they're also not getting defended by other people that think the same way because like, oh well, dang, he's getting attacked right now.
So
why am I gonna stand up when he's
I don't want that.
Too, you know?
And it comes back to like the validation too. Like if they're putting something on social media, they don't want to be like judged for it because they want to be.
Well, that happens a lot.
I think that's the greatest thing about you, though. The greatest thing about you is that you do walk around tatted. I mean, you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So you're the best candidate of what the fuck we're talking about. No one, you shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, and then even when we talk about like LGBTQ, right? People are so afraid to mention that because they're like, oh, I'm gonna get canceled. It's like, bro, I accept anybody. I don't care who you love, but like, don't teach my daughter that it's okay to get a sex change.
That's true.
She's 3.
Yeah, I don't.
There's like, these fucking books nowadays that are like.
Well, have you looked up? So one of the things we have to study in African American studies, right, for class.
There's a study about that.
Yeah, so there's a class for it because there's not enough Black history. We don't have Asian culture in there.
I bet you don't. But when China takes over, we're all studying Chinese.
Hey, I'll learn Mandarin tomorrow. But what's crazy is that like one of the things we talk about is books that are on like burn books, books that aren't acceptable for children to read anymore. Right, some of them are Dr. Seuss. Some of them are like The Hate You Give. A lot of Black books, right? A lot of things that advocate history or Asian history, African history, Hispanic history, culture stuff. And the problem is that they're trying to shield people from knowledge, right? And what makes people want to lie is because they're afraid of support. They're afraid that they're not going to get it, right? But when you know you're like, one thing I really, really appreciate about Asian cultures is that they stand together on everything, right? So they move here, they have a Chinatown. You took a fucking Sin City and made a Chinatown, a Korean town. You know what I mean? You have Filipino sections. Like
there's literally a Chinatown in every major city.
Yeah, and you know how they do that? It's because when they come to a city, it's like we stand together or you don't get any of it. So it's really important that when you don't give a fuck, you know who stands with you and who's against you. And I think the only way to get that is to be genuine in yourself. And the problem is when you're afraid to get canceled and you're afraid for people to judge you. And I mean, look at the industry. I've never seen a attorney with a head tattoo. Right? I'm stepping into a demographic that's cisgendered white men that have ruled this industry, and I'm stepping into it like fuck you. Like,
well, I'm the same. It's the same thing for me in the commercial real estate world. It's the same.
Yeah,
thing.
that's.
But I wanted to ask you. So, in your African American culture study, is it African
American studies?
Okay, so are you studying like Asian cultures too, or is it just straight African?
So in that one, it's just a history of like how Africans ended up in America. So it's a crash course. It's only a semester long. It started with the slave trade that started in Europe and in Asia, and then how Africans ended up in America, and then how our slavery took effect, and then how the emancipation happened. It's just really a breakdown of where we came from. But the problem is, right, that we have to have a special class for it. And I'll advocate on the same thing when it comes to Mexican culture, when it comes to, you know, Salvadorian culture, Cuban culture, when it comes to Asian culture, and not just Asian in general, but it's like a Korean heritage is different than a Chinese heritage.
100%.
And a lot of people and racially will see you and be like, oh, okay, what part of China are you from? Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, they think like
because you're uneducated. Yeah, so it's like there's not enough history, and America's such a melting pot that people aren't stepping up to say, no, we need people, young kids, to learn about what their options are to become who they want to be. And that's why we have a generation of people that don't know where they want to be, who they want to be, what they want, what they're okay with. People want big bodies. Guys want to be some, we don't know who we are because we don't know where we came from. All we know about our heritage is what we learned by our parents.
Yeah.
And if our parents don't know where they came from, we have two generations of people that are trying to figure out who the fuck they are. I can't go back to I can't go on Ancestry.com and figure out where I came from, because Savage as a last name, which is my last name, Savage is a slave name. That didn't come from Africa. So
have you tried it?
I've tried.
Really?
And it ends at a certain demographic, because once you get to a plantation, every slave had its name removed. A slave owner. So I don't know. The only person I've ever seen do it is Samuel L. Jackson. He found out where he came from, the boat he came from. He did a whole documentary on it, and he went back to the tribe, and they accepted him, and he got brought back into their culture.
That's funny.
It takes money.
Well, it's funny because in the Asian culture is the exact same way. Like, no one ever really thinks about it, but we were also, moved as slaves.
Yep.
And when a new emperor came in and took over the dynasty, we all have to change our names too. Yeah. Like, I don't know exactly where the fuck my family is from. Right. But it's because, like, all right, if the Nguyen dynasty comes in, now you see every fucking Asian person with the same fucking name, and you're like, why is there so many Phams and Nguyen's and whatever? And it's like, well, the ruler came in, Juan, made everybody erase their fucking names. Now nobody knows what the fuck.
I remember learning about that in high school, actually.
Yeah. It's wild. So it's crazy. Like, how do you know who you are if you don't know where you came from? Right. And it comes back to as simple as our hometown. And it goes as deep as our heritage. That's why I truly enjoy Hispanic heritage. Right, because they can really base where they came from. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And my grandpa's grandpa used to own this place in this area, and then he migrated to America back in the early 20s, 30s, and then he built a life. And he only had a penny. Or the Italians, right? The Italians do the same thing. Oh, they came over on a boat to New York, and they did, so it's like,
it's actually really interesting because, like, I think a lot of the African culture and Asian culture are so similar because, I mean, both of our cultures pretty much were shipped around the world for cheap labor. Yeah. Like, there's a huge population of Asians and Chinese in Mexico. I don't know if you've ever been, but in TJ, there's like hella Chinese people.
Yeah. And it's crazy because even in California and TJ, like, the Asians know Spanish. Yeah, they literally speak it because that's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. So, like, it's so funny how, like, the mindset of two cultures are so different, but the history is so similar.
Yeah, but you guys stuck together. And when I say you guys, I say as an Asian community, you guys realize.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, you mean, cuz as an Asian community, you guys realize, like, okay, we can continue to be oppressed and follow a trend, or we can stick together and excel. And now look, China is the most wealthy country in the world other than Saudi Arabia and like Middle East, but like
they are wealthier.
So the thing is with like the Asian culture, like
got fucked by the government.
Yeah, and in history we have the wealthiest ruler in history. Right, Mansa Musa was worth $400 billion today's currency. He was the wealthiest. He was on the way to $1 trillion. No one knows how he dies, no he went, but he was able to go into a city for a month and change their entire economic situation. Right, so how come we come from the wealthiest man ever, and now we're still oppressed?
Yeah.
Well, see, I think a lot of it comes down to, like, for example, the Asian community. We don't really take victimhood.
Yeah.
We don't. That's a huge. We don't play victim. We're like,
and
we're oppressed or whatever.
Our culture does
exactly. It's like,
and I will speak on it all the fucking time, and I get into arguments with all the black kids in my African American studies class because I'm like, look, we still wear chains when we wanted to free ourselves.
Y'all still fighting each other.
We wear fake hair of cultures that we come from.
Y'all wear our hair.
Right. So it's like, why can't we stick together and stop going against each other and go, listen, like, we come together as a fucking community and promote black excellence, not saying that it's better than any other culture, but it's like we could really excel. But instead we pit each other against each other and it becomes dog eat dog. And then the best black man makes it out the hood.
Yeah.
It's like, it's stupid.
It's not even that though. I don't even think the best black man makes it out the hood. I think it's just the most aggressive, smart one. You know what I mean? Because, like, you guys have to literally fight each other off to the point where it's like, all right, be killed or get killed. You know what I mean?
That's a shitty part too. With going back to
because even in gangs. Were we talking about Brody? Brody was talking about how, like, black people literally will just pull each other down. They don't want anybody to like succeed.
Well, I mean, not going back to what you're saying, like how I look, right? Anywhere I go in LA, I get into it. right? Anywhere I go in the deep parts of like East Side over here or North Town, like I get into it. Why? Because I think I bang. They think I'm from somewhere. I like tattoos. I like tattoos, and part of it is my religion.
Maybe you should get a cupcake.
Like, bro, I have a butterfly tattooed on my ribs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like
I knew you were sus.
You know,
I'm just kidding.
but that's the crazy thing, bro. It's like,
let me see it.
People
show me.
Created a culture of everyone else. Right here.
Oh, does that say Dylan? Damn. I'm just saying.
But
what does that Chinese lettering say?
What does it say?
Motherfucker.
So that's the thing, though, is like people nowadays, especially in my culture, are confused on who they want to be. And I mean, you know how many times I've been too white to be with black people, too black to be with white people, and it's like, bro, like I don't need to be. I stopped being good enough for both cultures a long time ago, and I started just being me.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And I think that's we grew up in a generation of people that want to judge everyone else, and all they want at this point is to be validated.
Well, I just want to tell you that you're not alone in this, because Sebastian and I, we're both mixed too, and we're in the same boat. Like, we're way too Americanized for our Asian side, and then we're too Asian for the American people.
Same thing with Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like, we're too American for the Mexicans, but we're not enough
like
Mexican.
we don't fit in either category.
It's weird, bro.
So it's safe to say we're not all accepted in our,
except for our Aryan brother here.
all you have to do is cut your hair, and they accepted you right on that.
Shit.
No, like literally this tattoo that I have right here, it's like everyone's like, oh, are you a South Sider? Are you and I'm like,
how many years you do?
Yeah, I know you didn't go to prison, but
people are terrified of me.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Really? Like, so tell me what happens, because that's like a South Sider tattoo.
Yeah, it's like how many years you did in prison and stuff like that.
Let's see if it's on your
and
elbow.
It's like, and then I don't know, I have like tattoos on my hands, and like I feel like I get judged a lot for being a woman. And the type of
how many years you do, Holmes?
years full.
Damn,
that's another thing too with tattoos. Like, bro, that's
it's always got to mean something to somebody.
I have to argue that, like,
we should do an episode.
Why'd you get that? Oh, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I saw it on
me and Sebastian have matching tattoos.
Yeah, we got matching tattoos.
Let me see.
We talk about in class.
It.
You guys don't believe it?
Is it that? Is it the one on the back?
Yeah, it's right on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
We talk about in class how tattoos aren't acceptable.
Sebastian's being difficult here.
I know. Why you got to take the whole damn shirt off?
You're a stripper. This should be simple.
We needed.
It shouldn't take you that long.
Here, just choke me, daddy.
He likes it.
Shouldn't take you that long to take off clothes as a stripper. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I never take off clothes
way
from
too
the back.
With headphones on.
But I
Give
talked
him
about
some
this in
credit.
class. Tattoos being unprofessional, right?
It is, and
Yeah.
Granted, it's become so different.
As a woman, it's unprofessional. I can't serve my country. I can't work in the police force, and I can't work in medical.
Well, technically, you can now.
They won't,
I was gonna say nowadays they've gone
They won't
to
let me in the
where
military.
Oh, that's because you got head tattoos and neck tattoos.
Yeah.
You fucked yourself.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like, so that makes me unprofessional when I'm more educated than most of them,
Yeah,
as well as I
that's
can defend any of them in the
But
court
that's
of law.
because that's just how it is, though. I mean, maybe in the next decade it'll be more socially
I'm
acceptable.
appealing that in appellates.
Hey, what you should say if you ever want to join the military, just be like, "What? This man that turned into a woman can become
No, it's too late for us.
military."
33 is the cutoff.
We still got a few more years, bro. What are you talking about?
Not by the time you're done with law school.
That's true.
I mean, World War III is right around the corner.
Fuck
Stop.
you.
I'm just
Are you guys gone?
What?
It's like a party.
I'm past the draft
Moving
point.
to Russia.
I am past the draft point. I'm old.
Doesn't matter, bro. When you drafted and you were needed, doesn't matter how old you are. Have you seen Mulan?
They don't need niggas like me, all right?
yeah.
Head tattoos? We don't need you.
Now
They're gonna be like, you in the front line.
they're like, we're gonna put you on the line.
You made bad
You're the human
decisions. You go
shield.
to the front. Yeah.
You're
No, but dude, like I've always
educated,
wanted, I always wanted to be fully blasted too, but I just knew like in the Asian community they would judge the fuck out of me. That's why like the Yakuzas,
But who
they
cares?
always had the tattoos to where the point where you can cover it up with like a sleeve. You know what I mean? Or when you had your buttons up, and that's why it looks the way
That's
it does.
why I did it, bro. I like being judged.
I get that.
I want people to see me and go, "Oh, he's a thug," and then hear how educated I am and hear that I can
You prove-
articulate myself.
Yeah.
And then now their perception of what I should
true.
look like is
Totally
now changed.
changes, yeah.
They meet me, and that's one of the reasons I want to do criminal defense. Is because if I can get a jury of 12 people that typically have an average IQ of an 8th grader on the jury pool, typically.
Yeah.
right? If I can convince a jury of 12 people that look at me and judge me, and they believe that because they looked at me a certain way, I can change their perception.
Right.
That means in the future, whoever I'm defending at that time, they won't judge that person based off how they look.
Yeah, I know, but see, this is how I view it. I get the idea. Trust me, I'm all for fucking being a disruptor. You know what I mean? Just making people judge me based off of whatever, and then I prove them wrong. But the idea of like having to work extra hard to prove that you're not something, it's like another step where I'm just like,
That's also a lazy way out.
I feel it, but I'm built that way.
You know?
Like
It's the brainwashing that you grew up with.
Yeah.
It's like,
But also
this isn't acceptable
Right.
because, you know,
bro, when I got
we
these
don't like this, so you don't like it.
Right. When I got these tattoos,
I guarantee your parents freaked the fuck out.
yeah, my parents were like, what the fuck? You know, all types of shit.
You are
And
just
then-
done that to your family.
Dude, even my clients, bro. My clients were like,
guarantee
what the fuck is going on? Anyway,
Yeah.
so name something non-sexual that turns you on about the opposite sex.
Eyes, Chico.
Ambition.
The eyes never lie.
Something. Say it again.
Something non-sexual that turns you on about the opposite sex.
Intelligence.
I
Good
second that.
conversation.
Sapiosexual.
No, honestly,
that.
or like when you're talking to me and you're teaching me something,
Yeah.
not belittling me. I love that because then
Not
it's like
mansplaining.
yeah, because then I can learn from it, and then it's
Right.
like, oh,
And it doesn't feel like forced on you.
now I want to sit on your face.
I like a woman who's as into me as I am into her.
How do you gauge that?
Body language.
Like she wants to sit on your face, you want to sit on her face?
not in that non-sexual.
He's like, let me just stare into your eyes for a few seconds and stare into mine.
Yeah.
Here, are you
I gotta say intelligence.
I mean, we've been staring at each
I
other all
know.
night, dude.
All night. You have no idea. I've been rocking with this whole time. Oh yeah.
I gotta say intelligence. It's gotta be intelligence.
Intelligence is super important.
It's like make me a better man.
Yeah.
You know, like
Teach.
Destiny said, teach me. Like I'm okay. I know what I know, but I will always be a student.
I do really love that.
And someone that's like, hey, listen, so like I know that this is what you've been doing for X amount of years, but why don't we try it this way? And it's like, oh, sit on my face.
No, yeah, because then it's like, I mean, you have to be open minded too. Because someone's who's going to be like, no, like, why would I do that? Or why, you have to be open minded too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy what intelligence will do.
So intelligence, you want to learn something.
I also like when girls speak a different language.
Of course, you're white.
Of course.
No, I'm
He's over here trying to learn.
Like you're like I'm trying to get away from the Aryan brother race.
I've been speaking Spanish fucking for the last like 3 months straight.
Nice. You on that Duolingo?
Oh, no.
Rosetta
I just listen
Stone.
to fucking. I've been watching novellas and fucking
That'll teach
listening
you.
to nothing
That'll
but
really
Spanish
teach you.
music.
He's on that Dora the Explorer.
Fuck.
I heard if you watch Disney movies in Spanish, it helps.
Yeah. If you watch anything, in Spanish, it
anything.
helps.
Anything.
Yeah.
But I want to learn Mandarin too. But that's just
He's like, I'm just prepping.
no. What about
Start
you?
watching
You
shit
guys
in
are-
Russian.
Yeah.
Non-sexual? What's non-sexual?
I like some nice white painted toes. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
No, if someone
Feet can be sexual.
if
I'm
so-
down with that.
I like French tips.
I mean, I do like a chick that takes care of her toes. But anyway, what a non-sexual
feet.
is
Toe licker.
nurturing. If she shows nurturing characteristics.
Mommy issues.
Yeah, if she shows what?
He said what?
No, it's true. It's true, dog.
It
No,
happens.
no,
I have,
you're
I have the same
No,
thing.
I think it's more.
I like being coddled.
For me,
No,
for me, it's more grandma
right.
issues.
Huh?
Grandma issues.
Oh,
Nah, I think this motherfucker's right, dude. He called it
No, it's
because
grandma though. I grew up
It's
with my
bold.
grandma.
same thing. I did too, motherfucker. Our mom wasn't there, so that's why we both want to nurture
Oh,
a
so
lady.
yeah.
see?
Like when a woman's nurturing,
Mommy
oh
wasn't
my god, it gets
there
me like so aroused. I'm like,
take
oh my
me to
god, you're
the
so
fair.
sweet and
Yeah, dude. You know
adorable.
what actually really turned
You
me on?
remind me of my grandma. I'm gonna fuck you.
Seabass has the best laugh.
I know.
I've never heard this before.
Can you please make that the opening
Yeah,
thumbnail for this podcast?
I just cracked the code, boys.
That's getting millions right there. You put that as the opening. You remind me of my grandma. That's the opening.
Oh fuck. That can be taken so out of context too. That's fucked up.
All you gotta do is put that and be like, watch the podcast. Everyone's tuning in.
I'm sweating now.
Oh, this is the second time we broke our ribs today.
For real. So we're at the gym, right? Just a little side story. We're at the gym, right? And there's this couple walking down matching outfits and shit.
Oh God.
Kobe's doing
LVAC, huh?
No, at EOS. And Kobe's doing ab crunches, right? And I'm like, hey, look, that couple's matching too. And then he looks and I'm like, hey, he looks and I'm like, don't worry, we'll be matching too soon.
It was the gay. I was in this weird. I was like, "What the fuck did you?" Oh man!
And then the way I said,
done.
yeah, and then
Like, I'm over this.
It was just cramping at that point.
and then the way I said is like, don't worry, we'll be the same too.
I'm like, we have matching tattoos already, bro. You can't go any gayer than that.
I was like, we should just take off our shirts.
What did yours say? Dude,
Beat this, bitches.
what did yours say? Sweet. What did yours say? Dude.
We literally said that we're at the gym.
Oh, you guys know our life so well.
And it was funny too because there's other girl. She was with her boyfriend and she was wearing black top and pink bottoms. And this other girl came in wearing the same exact outfit. And she gave her that dirty look.
I was like, oh shit, Sebastian, do you see what's going on? He's like,
Oh my God, I like your outfit, bitch.
no, and then I'm just like, just wait for it, and then you can just see that bitch glare, like
tension.
that bitch glare, and I'm just like, oh fuck, did you see that? He's like,
Well, if you both stop shopping at Gymshark, then you won't look the same, huh?
you know how you guys be glaring at each other, like,
No, I was just about to say, there comes the lion. When he's like, when she walks by and you're like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Fucking bitch.
Like Mean Girl.
I didn't say that.
Women lying.
oh
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
But I would never go out of my way to lie to you and say, but if you ask me and I'm not trying to,
I think
Love your
naturally-
outfit. Hate that you match me though.
Whore.
Bitch.
The guy matches the guy. It's like, bro.
Bro, you got there too? Oh, dude. Did you use the discount code? Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
What discount code? What?
Women are like,
Check
Here,
this
let me
out.
give it to you.
It's
I'll
on
send you the link.
Give me your number. We can exchange.
women are like fucking Fashion Nova.
I know. Being a photographer, bro, and seeing
30%
like
off.
shooting the same lingerie pieces over and over again. Oh my god.
Like everybody shops at
Like I can't
Honeybird.
fucking post this on Instagram. I already have like 3 other bitches wearing the same thing.
You're like, boring
Honeybird
bitches
ad.
be like,
Yeah. But anyways,
Nurturing and grandmas.
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks.
All right, yours.
I definitely don't want to fuck my grandma. It's the same thing because
Yeah,
like
if I did, it was
we just
necrophilia at that point.
we just didn't grow up with moms, bro. Like our moms were working moms.
I get it.
So
My mom was fucking in and out.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, my grandma was very nurturing. So when I find a woman with like nurturing characteristics, I'm just like, oh,
Dude, the sexiest thing that has happened, right? I went out with this one chick.
He went from necrophilia to sexy.
Yeah, so
Damn.
well, I mean, you
Speaking of sexy.
speaking of sexy, I was out with this other Latina. She was like older, and
Ooh,
she
I
had
like the
some
way you
kids.
said that. Say it again.
Oh,
older.
Latina.
anyway,
He said it Spanish.
yeah. So I went out with her, and then after we were done eating, she like takes my cup and like goes and refills it, and I'm just like,
I'm wet.
what the fuck?
you're like, marry me.
I was like, I've never ever had any girl do this shit for me, and I was just like,
yeah,
Now we're 8
crazy. Like,
years
they don't
deep.
even have to do anything like big.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest
littlest
thing.
things,
like,
yeah.
oh hey, I bought you a bag of chips. I'd be like, oh my god, you bought me a bag of chips.
it was just crazy.
The
Like I
ones
feel
that I
tingles
like?
right now.
You
Yeah,
thought
and
about me outside of the house?
Yeah, bro.
That's really special.
Yeah. Oh hey, I got your favorite beer or something. Like, oh, what?
It's like the little
Sit on
thing.
my face. Like, but you know,
Yeah, let me.
Let me sit on your face.
Let me give you some Arabian coffee.
Your grandma.
What?
I can't help it.
Such a sick fuck. This is the Aryan Brotherhood. Oh my god, damn. You
Fucking asshole.
have a big skull on you too.
I'm balding, I think.
Are you?
Slowly. The kids stress.
No, okay. I was gonna mention. Do you feel like ever since you became a dad, you started to recognize that men are very unappreciated,
yes,
right?
yes.
I don't know. I don't have a woman around, so I can't really gauge
And
that.
that's the crazy thing, right? It's the little things.
Yeah.
It's like,
I notice how much other parents complain about their kids, and I'm like, I actually really enjoy this. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck you're complaining about.
that too.
I love the fuck out of this. It's hard. It's not easy, but dude, it's a great fucking little ride.
Yeah.
So many.
You just hate yours because of your wife. Sucks to suck, nerd.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
Should have left that one behind.
we start appreciating little things. It's like wake up a little bit earlier, make me coffee.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not that gesture really. There's already coffee there. Like all you got to do is press start and then pour the cup, and that would be fucking fanatic.
Yeah.
Right. Or like Dylan said, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym. Like, oh, okay, cool. I'll watch the baby. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You-
Yeah, like,
love you.
He
yeah,
said,
like blowjobs in the morning when you're waking up.
that too.
When I get back, those toes are getting sucked.
I had this one chick. She gave me a foot massage, dude. It felt so bomb. I was like, oh my god, let me just stick my dick in you right now, please.
Let to start jerking. He's getting all.
Yeah, like this shit was wild. I mean, it wasn't like wild, but it was like great. It was amazing.
What have you guys done for men that are like?
Buckle that
I
up.
didn't realize it was already.
I feel like I've done most of the. I don't know. I'm a very like caring person, and nurturing, and just any little thing like.
If this podcast doesn't get you wifed up, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid.
I mean, so far, you guys are like I think the best candidates that we had on for dating material.
Damn, shots fired.
Damn.
I'm
So
telling you.
you're not 30 yet?
2 years away.
Oh god.
Yeah, you're probably right. No. Yeah. Yeah, all the other
Okay,
ones are
well-
like independent women, don't need no man.
And she's Mexican, so you know.
It's funny.
She's gonna cook good food.
And suck your
Whipping
dick.
it up
She'll
in the
make
fucking
you
kids'
damn
stuff.
mulas.
Yeah,
What?
I'm just saying. I do it all.
The mulas.
Oh, I was. Wait a second.
You know the fucking like.
Yeah, I'm
You know the
hungry.
little corn tortilla with
tostada with,
cheese
like-
and like adobada in there and stuff.
Adobada.
All right, pastor. My bad.
Adobada. Adobada.
Pastor.
Pastor.
Al pastor.
Yeah, she's schooling you, dog.
Al pastor.
See,
No, yeah, but
learning something new.
very nurturing. I feel. I mean, obviously, I told you guys, like, I literally fucking took care, like, of my ex, like he was a fucking child. Like,
It's really
anything-
weird that I just saw Sebastian's eyes start twinkling. Like it was super weird. Just in that moment, you said nurturing, and he's like,
Something moved down there. Like nurturing, really. Holy shit. And there's a reason why there's a
White toes. Let me see them
They're
toes.
pink, actually.
That's cool.
Oh.
They're manicured or pedicured, right?
Huh?
They're pedicured, right?
Well, yeah.
yeah, but Brian did
Solid.
them.
You about to
See, there's a reason why there's a curtain down here, so you guys don't see behind the table.
Yeah,
Like, he's like,
he's sitting here like
he's like, yeah.
doing himself.
Seabass, how old are you?
Oh shit!
Something.
What was that?
How old are you, Seabass?
Just turned 30.
Jesus.
How old are you?
Dirty 30, 28.
So you're younger.
I'm 28, yeah.
Ooh. When's
2
your
years. Come on, I'm pushing 30.
You got 2 years to prove your worth.
Has she not already?
You're getting there.
I'm sure.
You might get wifed
On a
up.
scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, you know, your name is Destin.
Your
Do
name
you want a
is
beer? I'll go get you a beer. With 5.
Damn.
I will sleep with you right now.
in front of everybody.
I will give you a
Internet service
full
is
body
trying to play What
massage
Is Love?
right now.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt.
I'm gonna pour pineapple.
I'm gonna put some
also.
twinkles in his eyes. And
Ding.
damn.
The music
No,
effect.
I'm gonna fuck you right now, but I would give you a full body massage.
Damn.
Ooh. Can you give me one too?
Real.
Yeah. Solid.
Pass it around a little.
Yeah, we take it in turn. Yeah. Oh yeah.
My feet hurt.
Can I get a happy ending too? Here, go down here, bro.
Kobe's
And it's on the podcast.
Yeah,
Second
beautiful.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we got matching tattoos. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gay if
Not
there's
gay.
matching tattoos.
Wait. So
Hell yeah, brother.
is it
I said, hell yeah, brother.
so is it gay if you suck your own dick, or is it fucking masturbate?
I remember this question.
Oh man,
Is it gay?
No, it's got.
I don't know. If you can do it, it's
I
impressive.
mean, would you lick your kitty cat?
You got to. If you
I
give
feel
yourself
like I
a
would.
hand job,
You might
Yeah,
as well
it's
just put your
it's
mouth down there.
yeah.
I feel like it's not gay. If it's,
But you're still sucking dick.
You're also jerking
you're
off
telling me if you
dick.
couldn't remove 2 ribs, you wouldn't go to
Also
prison.
Yeah.
You're also jerking
Fucking
yourself
lie.
Like
off.
literally,
It's
yeah.
like giving your some
hand.
a
No,
it's
hand
different.
job.
That's
I was
your
gonna
mouth.
say it's totally.
I think it's only different because no one's ever done it. Because I think if it was,
Marilyn
if it
Manson
was,
That's not true.
if it was
yeah.
possible for everybody,
Yeah, but look at Marilyn Manson.
I literally was gonna say that. Didn't he fucking break his ribs?
Yeah.
To be able to suck his own dick.
Removed. We learned that when we were little kids.
Did he die a happy man?
He's
Still alive.
He said, "Did he die?" I said, "Probably." Like shit, we both stupid. Nah, but I think. What do you think?
You know,
I think he's in Folsom prison right now.
I thought about this,
toes.
and there's a good answer to it.
All right.
Depends what you're pleasing. If you're pleasing the penis, then it's fine.
True.
But if you're tasting your own dick just to taste it in your mouth, you're gay.
Yeah, but I feel like if you did one, you couldn't not do the other.
Yeah, but it
So you're saying
depends.
you never
It's a mental thing.
Are you doing it mentally to satisfy your penis?
No, it's a
or are you doing it mentally to
but that's
satisfy your
totally
mouth?
different.
If you're doing it to
you're not
satisfy
sucking
your
your own
dick,
dick.
you're not thinking about what it's tasting like.
Yeah.
You're just
Well,
sucking
What he
your
said
dick.
is,
Getting off.
haven't you like kissed a girl after she sucked your dick? But that's totally different because you don't have a dick in your mouth. It's totally
It's
different.
just the taste of it.
I mean, that's if your
But
dick
even
tastes
so, it's
horrible.
like she's tasting her vagina more than likely at the
I've
same
heard
time.
some things about the brotherhood that I
You should know.
I swear to
dude.
God,
You should know, dude.
never
I should have saved some designs in it or
I'm
something.
sorry, dude.
you're like
suggested yourself.
I love you. That's why I did it.
you're on social media. I'm gonna shave my head to start a new beginning.
He said,
Too, I was
You got
like,
porn a new
in front of
beginning.
the
leave
camera,
these
he's like,
toxins behind. Now everybody's like, yep. He started something new. Brother.
Yeah. Wow, power.
God.
You're the only one that
All
can
right,
say it.
Cletus, relax. Or
All I'm
Clayton,
saying
I'm sorry.
is
Wait, so
Clayton.
I know.
Cletus.
Okay, so here's the thing with women,
ER
you guys
slip.
love tasting yourself. So it's not. You guys
Whoa.
are very open to shit.
From the brotherhood to chasing them.
oh. Well,
You guys are
This went full circle.
Yeah, you guys are on your own shit right
If
now.
there's
but
one thing that I love,
do you
doing,
guys
it's
not
fingering
love
a girl
tasting
and
yourself?
putting it in her mouth? Oh my
Right.
God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and then she sucked the
then
shit
she's
out of your
like,
fingers. Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys not love tasting yourself?
I don't
it's
like
fun.
love it, but like
I think it's sexy.
Hell
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
that's
it's
what it
sexy
is.
too, baby.
that's what it is.
He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, twinkle in his eyes.
I just remembered you like threesomes too. Oh my god,
he
you're
said,
going.
"Oh my God,
You went from like a 7 to an 8 right now.
damn, getting up
Slowly
there,
growing
bro.
up, slowly
Getting
going up there.
Damn, he's almost to the Truly can right now.
No, he's Asian, dog.
Nah, bro, it's about half of that.
He's maybe the pineapple.
It's as big as it gets. That's as big as
It's enough to penetrate. Fuck.
Nub.
Yeah,
It's enough to get
It hit the
inside.
G spot though.
That's true. Fair.
I mean, your tongue can hit the G spot too. I'm just like,
That's it
I don't
starts
know
hurting after a
everybody's
while.
tongue.
Yeah, it starts hurting.
your
after a while.
fingers, something.
I tried. It's like, ugh.
Does your tongue get the G spot?
I mean, if you eat it right, that's the thing. It's like the
You
very
gotta- you
tip.
gotta-
It's
you
not
gotta- you gotta, like,
inside.
You know,
can
it
do
is
the-
in. It's in.
No, okay,
No, you
but
can't.
the
I'm talking about the clit.
yeah.
You're talking about the clit. That's way different. Whoa.
That's on the surface.
very.
Either way,
Anatomically
you're fucking
incorrect.
hitting it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the.
Oh, we hitting
part.
it with this. We hitting it.
Yeah, because all you have to do is
is.
literally, you're just.
So there's actually there's a certain method to actually get a girl like really really aroused.
Oh boy,
We hit
Have
that.
you ever made a
We hit
girl
that.
squirt?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
I love it.
100%.
Yeah.
You've never squirted?
Never squirted.
What the?
Yeah, I don't know.
Need to hang out with
Holy
these guys.
shit.
Even by yourself?
No, girl.
Make me some.
That that's I
Make
don't
me
know.
some cookies. I got
Wow.
What?
some whole baked cookies.
Yeah.
I'll show you how
You
it's-
said whole baked?
Okay, this one dude.
You said whole baked? You said whole baked cookies. You said whole baked cookies.
He's basically anticipating that you're gonna cook them.
Why do we need a dishwasher? We already have one.
I keep it moist. I keep it moist.
God.
No, this one guy, he was like trying really hard to make me squirt, and I'm
Did
like,
you need to pee?
Were you hydrated?
that's the thing. I was like, I know what you're doing
I've been
here.
drinking
I don't
for the
think-
last 2 weeks straight. It's
I don't know. I'm like, it's not gonna happen, and he's like, oh, why? And I'm like,
Well, it's like when
felt
you
like I had
tell
to be
it's not
so
gonna happen.
fucking bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that
And they
would.
keep
I don't.
doing it.
It's a mindset
Yeah.
too.
You got to
Yeah, and
I'm guessing you've squirted before.
yes.
Can you show us right now?
Now we turn to the casting
And
couch.
No.
This is turning to Howard Stern. Yeah, baby.
Someone just sent me a video of how.
One of my goals.
Did you see the smallest
squirt.
dick challenge on that on his show?
No.
The what?
The world's smallest penis challenge on Howard Stern's show.
What?
No.
That was the craziest thing
I gotta search that
fucking
shit.
ever.
Didn't watch
It
it.
was fucked up.
How small was it?
there was like a line of dudes with all micro penises.
Enough to make your self-esteem go through the roof.
Yo, through the roof.
Oh,
Through the roof.
It was like that shit, yo.
Why's that shit?
Like, all right, we're good. Let's go. We're good, bro.
Let's set it up right now.
No more Asian jokes. Fuck them. All these guys are white.
Were they white?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, we were just looking at their dicks.
I was like, what the fuck? There's so much pubes in here. It's all pubes, no dick.
That makes
It was like the scene from
It's like a nub.
It was like the scene from Hangover where you just see the mushroom.
I didn't even know that was possible.
God.
Yeah, that's
You're
crazy.
just like
Just
flicking the
Micro
bean at that point.
Yeah,
Flicking the
literally.
bean.
Yeah, literally.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. That's fucked up.
Yo.
Dude, we're getting so much hate from all the micro penis guys on this podcast.
Like, hey, dude.
Penises.
Like, dude, I followed you since the beginning.
PC. It's not micro. It's macro.
All right, to all the micro penises, guys, like we said, there's plenty of ways to make the woman come.
Oh, man.
As long as you can DJ, you can get it up there.
It's just okay. I just
On
want
both
to ask.
spectrums.
I just want to ask: is it true when they say keeping the rhythm is very important?
Yeah.
What? They
Because
answered
if
that
you're
already.
switching it up, I'm going to
wait.
lose it.
What do you mean?
Like, so when you're in emotion and it's like you're about to come, like for the girl, and then the guy just switches it up, like I'm going to lose that. Like I'm not gonna come now.
So
I gotta
keeping the
Now I
rhythm-
gotta find another rhythm.
Well, gotcha. So keeping the rhythm the whole time will make you come faster than like getting pounded to pieces or.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Getting pounded. I mean, sometimes it's fun,
No,
but
yeah.
like it's not enjoyable all the time.
Right.
Like I like to go slow and like feel it and be intimate sometimes.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a difference between. I don't know.
She's over here. Like, fuck yeah. She's like, it's getting wet in here. She's like,
It's getting moist.
There's be some snail trails on the couches later.
oh man.
I tell you what, you're about to have a whole ass and leg print on this couch. And back print, because I am hot as balls.
Damn, it's just turning you on that much?
I sweat. No, it's just hot.
You want something to drink, dog?
I have a whole.
Are you okay?
I'm gold.
You have a
Want some ice,
whole,
bro, man?
I'm
I know.
just fucking burning. I'm turning and
going
burning.
on?
I want to know what you have
He's
a
getting-
hole. Why are you reaching here?
His
With a
internal
hole?
temperature is going up.
So I got a hole and you reach this direction. I just want to know what you're.
And he's covering it the whole time.
I know.
Literally the whole time like this.
We're
I'm
good.
like,
I'm trying to see some shit, right? Dude.
can we? Is it gonna print? Is it gonna show a print or something?
What are you
Or is
talking
it-
about? Oh, it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna have my ball
Or the
print here. My balls are fucking secure, bro. They're solid.
I don't think they're talking about balls, Stone.
I'm talking about your dick.
Damn.
She wants to see the mushroom in
demanding.
She's like, pull it out, pussy.
Pretty much, dude.
Jesus, relax. You see it every fucking weekend.
Hennessy whiskey.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. I'm not up there no more, but
Are you upstairs or downstairs?
I was upstairs, but now I'm downstairs.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Up and down, you know.
Question.
Nice.
Up and down. I like it down.
You like it downstairs better?
Yeah.
I figured.
Most of
You get to see these fuckers just running around being hooligans all night.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
not me. I'm over in the corner like,
he's fucking hating his life. But it's
Yeah,
fucking,
Dev's like, let me slip my wrist real quick.
I'm right next to him, like, hey, so what are we doing?
chess, huh?
I really play chess 90% of the
no,
time.
dead ass. I literally seen him one time playing. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I'm over here reading in the fucking corner.
Literally.
I play
He's
chess.
drawing on his fucking iPad.
I play chess 90% of the time at the club.
Oh, wow.
I do not engage.
Okay, speaking of chess, I got a question for the girls because I know you wanted to hit this. How do you like to be approached by somebody who's interested in you? I know we talked about this earlier, but we like to help guys on this podcast learn how to talk to women. Okay, because there's so many guys out there that are afraid. Not these guys; they do it every fucking night.
Yeah.
But there are men out there who are single, lonely, and need to get laid. Okay, so we like to help guys on this podcast. This is specifically the reason why we started this podcast.
Say, since we have 2 girls and 2 guys, we pair
pick
you
up
guys
artists.
up and then have one go for one, the other one go for the other one, and see, and then you guys can critique them on their approach. I mean, I know you guys know them and stuff like that, but
No, yeah.
you know, I think it'll be a
Kind of like how me and Savage did on the first podcast. That was,
Hit on each other.
That was horrible, by the way. I was
Well, you're warmed up. Right now.
I was out my game.
He said, sup, bitch.
I'm out.
I know. You like anime? Savage, you go first. I went first last time.
So okay, explain the rules. We're just picking them up. Like what?
Like you just met them. All right, let me lay down the scenario for you, Savage.
Am I out with my girl?
No, you're by yourself.
Okay.
You're in a library.
Oh.
You're in a library.
Okay.
You guys are in a library. She's studying physics.
Oh, I hate
And yeah, that's what you're studying.
fucking hate this.
And you just walked in and you noticed her.
Okay. And what's my end goal?
Let's get the number
Okay.
and solidify a date.
Okay. Do you want me to just do it from here?
And action.
I'm not a good actress. I'm just saying.
It's okay. It's all right. Hey, so what are you studying?
Oh, I'm reading physics.
Physics? You like physics?
No.
No. Is it for class? You an undergrad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just for class.
You're here on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay. You must be
work
dedicated.
too. Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to graduate early.
Okay. So you don't have any other plans other than this? You're just studying tonight?
And I work too.
Okay. Do you work tonight?
No.
What are you doing after this?
I'm gonna go home and have a nice bath and go to sleep.
A nice bath on Thursday night? Oh, awesome. Okay. What are you doing tomorrow morning?
I'm gonna work.
You're going to work tomorrow morning? What do you do?
I work in an art gallery.
An art gallery. Okay. What part of town?
Sunset Indicator.
Crazy. My best friend does art. I'd love to see it.
Oh my God, yeah, come visit.
Perfect. Well, here, let me get your number.
Yeah, of course.
Damn.
That was actually good.
Boom. She said, whew, I thought it was for real for a second.
She's getting all heated and stuff. Now,
You shouldn't have.
Like,
any cons
yeah,
or anything
like, well, I don't know. Normally I like it to come off like you're not, like, I don't want to know. I don't like to assume. So I kind of just don't. And I kind of just, I guess, in another way, assume that, you know, they have good intentions and blah, blah, blah. And not assume that they're like hitting on me. You know what I mean?
Wait, so you would much rather have him lie and sneak his way in?
No, because he could approach it two ways. He could have came up to me and been like, yo, this is what I'm looking for. You're fine, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I would have said yes or no.
Right.
And then, but like something like that, if like, I think like a just easy, natural, like conversation with me, cool.
Okay.
And like wherever that goes is where that goes. Whether you ask me on a date the next day and I tell you like, look, thank you, but I'm not interested, kind of deal.
But then you still got a number so you can spam her ass.
So,
Block numbers for.
what you got to Google too, though? Like,
we'll run down the details afterwards.
Okay.
Like I said, you've never been with a manipulative narcissist yet. Just wait. They'll get the Google numbers out. You'll be.
Wait, should we have both of them just go on each girl? So then it's, or do you want to just do different? Because I mean, it's different
So
reaction.
you want me to go for Destiny now too?
Yeah.
All right. Now,
But let's let Dylan go first.
yeah.
Boy.
Boy.
So,
All right.
same girl?
No, go Destiny first.
Let's go different scenario.
All right, different scenario.
Change
Make it hard.
You're
Damn.
Yo,
Look at
check
the
that.
library.
I got it.
Should have whispered.
You just got done at the gym.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Destiny has just been chilling with her friend, right? She's chilling with her friend at the ramen shop, whatever you guys were talking about. And then you're about to grab a bite after the gym. You come in sweaty, whatever.
The ramen shop.
Shut the fuck up. Listen to the guy. Anyway.
All right. Gang.
And then you spot her as she's walking out from the bathroom.
Christ.
All right, dude. All right. You walk into the
Like,
ramen
hey.
shop and you see her.
And action.
Like, hey, which direction is the bathroom?
Oh, it's that way.
Oh, for sure. Everything go right in there?
Holy shit! What the fuck?
It's just
Everything
go right.
I was just watching from the.
No, it was good. Do you need help in
Good
there?
movement.
Do you need help in there? Are you good?
I mean, it depends what you're into. Like,
Right.
if you're into that, like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
love at
offering.
first sight type of thing. Like, we can get it in the bathroom. Like, it's cool.
I mean, who are you here with? By yourself?
Yeah, I just came from the gym. I'm sorry for the smell.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's not like.
I go to the gym too. Actually,
Nice. Which one?
I skipped today. EOS.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Sometimes
It's cool.
I go to my like.
You got guest
apartment.
passes, huh?
I do.
that's so
We should
cool.
go sometime.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean,
You
if
got
you're into
Instagram?
that, I do.
Because I don't give out my number. So
Me neither. Honestly, I can
Perfect.
get your Instagram though for sure.
perfect. Yeah. All right.
That was so cringe, bro.
It was cringe, but low key, the ending part could work, just not the beginning.
She started hitting on you.
She's like, I want to take care of you.
She's like, let me nurture you. You look like you need help.
Sure, let me walk you through this. Okay, I got you.
Oh my god.
All right, Savage.
Dude, I know. Dude, you just fucking just kept going.
Destiny and Savage, but be a little bit more stuck up.
I love you though.
I know.
What's the scenario?
Grocery stores.
It's got to be humor.
You're on a rush to get groceries because you got to make dinner because you got to hit that calorie count by that window. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you're like to the T.
All right.
And you meet her in the deli section.
The deli section. Okay.
So you're into meat.
Getting some meat.
Okay. Excuse me. You seem like you're in a rush. What are you doing?
I am. I'm just trying to get some meat so I can make some dinner tonight. I'm making some chicken and rice.
Do you meal prep?
I try to sometimes, but not really.
Okay. I do too. Can you cook really well? Because I'm not really good. I normally order out.
I mean, yeah, I like eat it. So, I mean, I feel like I cook pretty good.
I mean, it's not always edible, right? Because I mean, I eat mine too, but it's terrible.
I've been told that my food is good. So,
could you teach me sometime?
Teach you like I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really give my number out or do anything like that.
No, I didn't ask for your number. I just wanted.
I know, but like
No, I understand because the thing is, like I said, I'm terrible at cooking, and I feel like you'd be good at it. And you seem like you're in a rush, so I don't want to leave you any longer. How about this? How about I get your Instagram? You reach out to me when I follow, and then you can teach me from there.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, she just wanted to end the conversation.
Yeah, bro.
That was an awkward ending.
You told her to be stuck up. What am I going to do?
That wasn't even stuck up on her part. She just didn't want to be awkward.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah, she was just kind of like, got a shit.
Because that has happened to me where I'm like out somewhere and I'm trying to like do something and I'm focused and someone's trying to like hit on me and I'm just like.
Setting is so important too. Like the deli section at the fucking grocery store, you're in a rush.
I would have went some crazy shit. I'm like, yeah, you like meat? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got a lot of that.
Do you?
You like the dark or the light meat, baby?
I'm Asian. I'm Asian. It's not that big.
I don't generally go for funny.
It's like, don't worry, I got that stir fry.
You don't?
You like
you're
shrimp?
not the funny cocky?
I'm more of a neg.
Oh,
like he did it.
You like shrimp or Kobayashi?
I'm normally a neg, but excuse me, you guys gave me a scenario where a girl's gonna be stuck up. So like, if she's stuck up and I'm negged, then I'm just gonna create the opportunity for her to be an asshole.
Yeah.
So I got to be genuinely nice, even though her answers were stupid. Not yours, but I'm saying like in a stuck up.
Politically correct.
A girl being stuck up.
Fucking lying.
Not the answers that you just gave me.
He's negging you right now. He's still working on it.
A girl being stuck up,
Yeah.
if she's naturally going to be stuck up, that she's defensive, and if I come at it with the same type of narcissism or aggressiveness, and she has all the reason to say no, even if she's interested.
Of course.
So like at that point, I'm going to make it seem like I'm more in a hurry.
You're going to disqualify yourself too. Yeah. So you're not interested. Makes sense.
No, I just wanted you to teach me how to cook. I mean, you could say,
Like, listen, I'm not really that into you. I just wanted.
Well, that's why you disqualified shit.
Yeah.
You got to
but only you know that. You know what I mean? You know
I do, baby.
We'll have Dylan go now,
Yep.
and you give the scenario, and then we'll explain the situations and in more detail so people can.
Is she being stuck up now?
Yes.
However you want.
Okay, you're stuck up.
Oh god.
You guys are in a bar in the middle of in the bar. Savage is there with his buddy. All right, you guys are sitting next to each other at the bar. You guys are kind of like side by side like we are, and you're about to order your drink. She's waiting on her drinks, and you're walking.
So he's the buddy at the bar with me.
Yeah, but
With
he's
him.
not. But you guys, you're just kind of sitting like kind of close to each other like that.
We are or they are?
Both.
You two are like, you know how a bar is?
No.
All right. So
Okay, I get it.
I don't know why you added
Okay.
Savage into this.
Well,
get it.
that's because
That threw me off.
I understand.
No offense.
you get what I'm saying? Well, you're just chilling at a bar with your homies, and then she kind of comes up to order
So
a
I just
drink.
like squeeze in.
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of squeeze in there.
Okay.
Okay. Right, ready?
Oh, sorry.
Good. And you got to be stuck up, okay?
Okay.
You're like Miss Hot Shit of the night. You took like 4 hours to do your makeup and your hair. You ain't want no Aryan Brotherhood guy picking you up.
Okay.
You're on Red Bull and vodka, so you're hyped.
I don't drink vodka.
Tequila.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha.
He be knowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
You're good. I'm thinking.
I love
okay.
you.
Ready, set, go.
All right, go.
Hey, I like your bandana.
Thank you.
For sure. Bartender, let me get a pineapple juice. Do you drink?
No.
Good. I don't either.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. So why are you here? Are you alone?
No, I'm with my friend.
Oh, cool. Me too. This fine, tatted gentleman next to me.
That's really great.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, like, is your attitude like this all the time, or are you just like particularly, in a mood? Not to be like offensive.
I honestly don't know what I would say. I'm like, are you usually this bland?
Because yes, I like being out in the open and laying my feelings out there.
I don't.
Well, you should, because it's very healthy. It's probably why you're in a bandana in the bar, not drinking.
Shots fired.
What are you doing?
So what's up with the
I'm gonna
Instagram?
go now.
Yeah.
For the conversation.
No, these are so
Sorry.
painful.
I hate people.
Yeah.
You have to have had some really good stories at the bar, though, right? Have you heard a lot of
I
stuff?
feel like that's exactly how every conversation
Let me just
at
say,
the bar goes.
my name being Destiny,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
fucking put.
So is that your real name?
Is that your real name?
Let me see your ID.
Oh. I can be your destiny, or you can be my destiny,
I was gonna say,
or
why would you be my destiny?
destiny
if I'm
is the best, and this and the just so
It must
many
be
fucking
destiny.
things. So many fucking things.
wait. So have you seen any guys approaching girls? What works and what doesn't?
I feel like just being. I mean,
Gay.
Being
Being gay definitely works.
My name is Kobe.
honestly, just
You're
being,
so handsome.
Just
That's not what I meant.
You said gay.
Gay to the girls.
bro.
Oh, so you go like, hey,
no, yeah.
hey, I think you're kind of high.
Yeah, just fuck these girls.
He's right here, you're drinking beer, There's some girl like, hey, dude, she's hot. Dude, yeah, she's hella hot.
Yeah,
Hey, what's your name? What's up? Hey, what's your name? What brings you out here? Oh, Destiny? Oh, Destiny. Let me show you Destiny.
dude, if I turned your tongue would have went straight into my mouth.
No, I feel like just being yourself, and like for me, I think like kind of making this like the conversation like comfortable, funny, just be like yourself. I don't like when guys come up to me and they try to use pickup lines, or they try to like be so like, try to be sexual, and because I'm just like,
I like Dylan's approach though. Savage is too much of a professional, man. Can we grade these guys? Can we give them?
okay,
guy.
the first
let's grade.
scenario with Dylan and I, it was pretty good, like the whole gym thing. But I don't know why the fuck you said if I did it good and if I was okay in the bathroom. I don't know. That's why I rebutted with like, do you need help in that? You good? Because I would say that to someone. I don't give a fuck. Like I really am.
But like, let's be honest. If you were to go home,
I don't know,
you're
my
gonna be
stomach
thinking about
hurts.
him all day. You're gonna be like, what the fuck
No,
did he
I
say
would.
that?
I'd be like, what? Did I come
Damn,
out?
I should've gave him.
That's what I do at the bar. Is that I just walk up, I compliment somebody, and then I walk away. It's like, oh,
Leaves
that guy
them
was
fucking.
really nice.
It's like a mystery. You're like a mystery.
That guy was nice.
No, then I would be like, did I come out walking weird? Did I have something wrong?
Like, hey,
Got her thinking.
What was going on?
it was the toilet paper stuck to my shoe. God
And then like if we were texting, I'd be like, so why did you ask me?
Yeah.
Why it would
you
just
stank.
bitch, you staying coming from the gym.
Damn.
I know.
All right.
And then Savage's was really smooth and casual.
Yeah, he's too
He's a
professional.
professional.
Yeah, he's too professional.
Like that was just an easy scenario.
A
I
walk
feel,
in the
too.
park.
Like
Yeah.
normally,
with that
Should have been walking through the park with their 2 kids unsupervised.
All right.
Something difficult, but we're past this.
Be like, hey, how you left your kids? Oh shit.
If a girl's walking through the park with her two,
Hey, woman, who's watching these?
watching these.
These belong to you.
I would do a backflip or something, do something cool to make the kids look.
Parkour.
And the kids would run over.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Just bust a backflip.
Just don't eat shit.
You want some free
but even
candy?
if I
Well,
fell-
actually,
but even if I fell,
you're
then
right.
When the kids run up, I'd be like, where's your mom? And your mom's over there like, oh, okay. Hey,
Tell her I did a backflip.
Hey, your kid's over here. I got a daughter too.
Yeah.
Do you like this park? I mean, you felt like they were safe around me. So like,
do you come to the park often? Do you come to this park?
I don't know. I look at it this way. Like,
You like Mike and Ike's?
Can
I have?
situations are really important. Like, I really don't like approaching girls at the gym until I'm done with my workout.
Yeah.
Like, I will finish my work. Like, I will see a girl, we'll make eye contact. She'll see that I'm interested, and I won't hide it. Like, I'm not gonna. Like, if I see y'all,
He said.
and then I'll finish my workout, and if you're still there, then I'll approach you and I'm like, listen, like, I was gonna approach you earlier, but I have a rule.
Scream.
I gotta finish my workout. But now that I did, you look really good. We should hang out sometimes. Like, either she's interested or she's not, but I don't know. I think scenario is really important. I've never approached somebody at the deli, and I really don't like approaching girls that are in a rush because I don't want either a desperation number.
Kielbasa, you got in your basket.
I don't want some type of unnatural situation.
Yeah. Don't force it.
Yeah, like if I see you again, cool. But if you're in a rush, like I'm not interested. And if you're stuck up, like I'm not going to play the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can really be an asshole. So I gotta see interest before I.
When it's like if they like you, like, and you just approach them like how a normal human being would, like, then they like you. If they don't, then they don't.
I weirdly like letting girls go.
What do you mean?
Like if I find a girl attractive and I like do anything, it's almost like a game in my head to just like let her go.
So you
Like, hi. So, all right. Anyway.
It's been real and fun, but not real fun.
Literally, I don't know why.
You like to torture yourself?
I don't know what it is.
Man, you like games,
A little
bro.
sadist, a little masochist, a little mixture in here.
If a girl shows interest from the get-go, like whether we're at the gym or the deli, if a girl shows interest from the get-go and we're at the gym or the deli or whatever, like I'll approach off interest. But like I'm not going to be the only interested party unless she didn't notice me. Like if she didn't see me, like so be it. Like if she's walking in the gym, I'm walking out, I'll walk over there. Like I won't chase her, but I'll walk over there and be, excuse me, you are stunning. Do you have a second to talk? Oh, I'm kind of busy. All right, cool. I come here often. If you'd like to work out sometime, we can. Or like, hey, like, would you like my number?
No,
I'll offer my number.
No, dude, should be.
I got a boy.
You're in my video.
Oh my god! I was just thinking about that. I was just fucking.
I would never.
I'm
approach a girl.
filming.
But like, nah, it's got to be natural. But I gotta see interest because to me, I don't know. I guess it's just maybe ego. But
I feel like for me, I have a really hard time like understanding whether or not
They're hitting on you.
Yeah,
or not?
never know.
Lost.
And so I feel like I kind of am at a disadvantage in that. Not that I really care, but it's like I just don't know sometimes. And so like if people who are like that maybe just think I'm not interested, meanwhile the whole time like I just don't know. You know what I mean?
if the conversation was like how you were, genuine and nice, then I'd probably compliment within the conversation. But if it was stuck up in the sense of like at the deli, I'm not going to compliment. I will nag more than liking anything.
What's nag?
Negging is like teasing you in a like negative manner, but not like hurting your emotions.
Kind of like Dylan did. Dylan nagged the entire, yeah. So like he would have done it at the deli. Like if she was stuck up, it's like, oh, I'm kind of in a rush. Like you're kind of in a rush, but you just said that you're cooking something bland like that. Like you don't have style. Like,
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry. I depicted you as somebody that would actually be able to cook good. My apologies.
You look Latina. I figured you were using some herbs and spices.
Like I would make an insult sound like a compliment in the essence, and then I would gauge your response. Like if I was like, oh, I thought you can cook it. Oh, I can.
But that's still you're still. I'm asking.
It's like little kid. It's like little kid flirting.
Yeah. Well, I'm still interested, but I'm just like, if I came,
It's like, ew, you have cooties.
Oh, I'm actually in a rush.
cooties.
I'm in a rush. It's like, okay, but you're talking to me, so like you're not much of a rush, are you?
Interesting.
Well, I'm only talking to you because you approached me. It's like, okay, well, what if he?
How do you flirt?
I don't. I don't know how. I'm really.
You're just like, oh my god, that's so funny.
I get like really. I get nervous really easily.
That's how-
and so I literally just like stop looking at me.
Yeah.
She just said she doesn't know the difference if someone's flirting with her or just trying to talk.
Maybe
to her.
that's just because I don't know how to flirt. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think every girl knows how to flirt.
I think that some of them they do it like
Not
unintentionally.
even.
Some girls are like
Subconscious.
way too good at flirting though. Like way too extra flirt.
And the flirting with someone that they would never even have interest in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
Well, I
the
feel like
money or whatever.
it's harder to
Personal
flirt
gain.
with someone you like.
Your performances were amazing. And we're gonna grade you.
Especially the moan. Oh,
Yeah.
that's still lingering in here.
Do it again. Damn.
I'm gonna think about that later.
You faked a lot of orgasms.
could do it. I could do it.
You faked a lot of orgasms.
And that's why you haven't gone tonight.
Jesus. My God.
I don't know if I can trust your bones.
Let's grade these two on their performance.
All right. So I'll go first. Dylan.
Yeah.
It was very awkward.
Yeah, that's me.
But in a weird way, with the right girl, it would work.
Girl with a sense of humor.
And because how you look.
Yeah, and how you look. Yeah, definitely how you look. And then Savage, it was very smooth, professional, very professional, actually. It was almost like in a way where like the girl could not even tell you're trying to get at them, you know? So that's also a really good thing because like, especially like right now, what's going on, like a lot of girls are just like, oh my God, he's hitting on me. Oh my God, he's hitting on me.
Yeah.
Way, you know? But if you kind of like casually get into it somehow, then it works out really well.
So good, so smooth.
Yeah. And then Dylan, when he's just awkward, he kind of throws the girl off too. Like, wait, what? You know, so it's unusual in a way, you know.
But yeah, I like both of your performances. Definitely, you're more cocky, funny, Dylan. For
More
sure.
what?
Cocky, funny, but like in a weird way, like awkward. You're like a cocky, awkward, funny. For real.
I mean, I'll take it.
Like you're so confident that you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna be awkward and kind of weird at the same time.
Accept me for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's the type that I would like to get approached by.
Right?
Because I feel like I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then
Mr. Smooth.
Mr.
Smoothie.
Mr. Savage
Smoothie.
is not so savage, man. You're pretty fucking clean with it, bro. I mean, but it's all the years of, teaching and all that shit. So
Yeah,
I respect the arts for sure.
Yeah,
I like
definitely the
Dylan's
one.
approach. I do. I mean, I'd like to be funny.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if I'm comfortable, I'll be funny.
It's hard for you. I think it's hard for you to come off like that naturally, though, right?
Now it is, yeah. It's just
I'm a
to me,
Viking,
it's
so I don't have humor.
No, it's not even that. Like, I don't mind being funny, but it's just to me, it's like I don't want the impression that I'm not serious on my intention. So like, my end goal is to communicate with you. So like, if I'm interested and I approach, then I'm okay with you rejecting me, but I want to know the outcome. So it's like just approaching, being funny, and then walking away. Like I wouldn't do that because it's like I'd waste my own time.
Yeah.
So I walked up for a purpose. So like if the purpose is to be able to contact you later, then like that, the end goal is still the end goal. But I'll set my intentions pretty quick.
Yeah, so you just try to go for the number close or the social media close. Yeah. But I noticed that, I didn't see the intention in there. The only intention was that you were trying to be sly with it.
Well, you said the goal was to get the number, right? So I didn't have intent behind the number.
Gotcha.
So like the only goal that I had, and so that's why
was just a number close.
Yeah, like if the intent was like to sleep with her that night or whatever, my approach would have been different.
Yeah.
Because at the library, like she's gonna be standoffish and on guard, right? And then at the deli, she's definitely not gonna expect that. So like, first question I asked is, what do you do
read
later?
fantasy.
It's just
Real quiet in here. We can get a little louder outside.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I all I have to say really is that you guys both did awesome. I think.
Hey, thanks.
And I think for everybody for every guy that's watching, I think the number one thing is just to fucking build your confidence and really just go out there and try.
And realistically, be yourself.
be yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Always
Find
be
yourself.
yourself.
Be yourself.
I don't know.
Don't over try.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Enough is enough. Know the signs.
Being yourself is going to help you find your
I don't
person.
fucking know about that, man.
Exactly.
There's some weird motherfuckers out there.
And they need to find a weird motherfucker to
for
coincide with. Because otherwise they're going to be fucking raping and pillaging.
I can't stand behind that whole be yourself shit because there's some people that need to improve for real.
Right,
There
but
is
like
that.
they'll never pull somebody
The old
that
action
above
figure
their.
thing.
Oh, you can pull. You got the right.
He said,
Girl.
Yeah, but then you're changing for somebody, and then that's not
No. You change it for yourself, King. Okay. Change for yourself.
"Oh my god."
Confucius say.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is like you guys did awesome. It's awesome that you guys have that, you guys were able to demonstrate that. You girls were awesome. How many times does anybody approach you? I know not being in a work environment though.
Not a lot, honestly.
Like on the streets, whatever.
Never.
I could literally look like a fucking bum and go into the store and I get approached.
Really?
Yes.
So you get approached all the time and you don't.
Like
Okay.
never.
I'm not trying to be cocky about it, but I really do.
Right.
And like sometimes it does get annoying, and I'm just like,
That's when you get to standoffish. That's when you get the girls like, all right.
Yeah, that's why she's definitely more aggressive, and then you're kind of.
I don't get people that come up to me in person. It's usually like online. And then I'm just like, are you even real?
Makes
So
sense.
"You're a bot."
literally
What,
everybody.
you got like an OnlyFans or some shit?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
because your face, the face you have when you're resting.
No, yeah. I think that's it. I look mad as
That's a very nice way to say something else.
I was just saying, like, I was gonna say, even at the club. Like, it's not. It's just.
No, I know. I've
it's
been
the
told.
way it
I've been told.
sits.
Yeah.
All right, both of you guys just have a normal
got that
face.
shit too, bro.
Not really.
Both of you guys have a normal face.
I think.
No, like
Like right now,
do a normal
just relax,
face.
relax.
Hard when you're being funny.
Yeah, Destiny's definitely more approachable.
Yeah, wait.
It's the glasses.
That's I get
Yeah, you look like you're about to murder someone.
Nah, you see, like
Fair
there's
enough.
In a good way.
I'll tell you right now, it's the arches and the eyebrows.
Yeah.
She's got more of a higher arch, and then Destiny sits a little bit more relaxed, so that's why.
Oh yeah, I never noticed that.
Girl, I know that.
girl. Get it right, get it tight.
Look at fucking Savage. He's got the same arch.
True.
He said.
Look at his.
Dylan's
his
more
eyebrow.
relaxed, yeah.
Yeah, his is more relaxed. Same thing with us, bro.
Everyone thinks that I'm a fucking dickhead. As soon as they see me, they're like, he's mean. I'm like,
It's because you walk around like this.
He walks around like
You're literally, and then you're fucking. That face. Exactly.
Hey, both of you guys, resting face.
That's exactly what I said. You go- Even tilted it. Ow, my cheeks. Ow. I was cramping.
how did they do that?
Poker face, baby. Poker face. We've been gambling.
It was so in sync. That was retarded.
I'm done.
Just instantly.
I'm done. All right, good night, everybody.
All right,
Thanks for watching WakuRadio.
Love Jesus.
Don't forget.
Plug you guys yourself in.
see you next time.
Plug yourself if you want to. Social media link, how they can find you if you want to be found. If you got an OnlyFans link, whatever.
If you don't want to be found, it's cool too.
I have Instagram.
Okay.
Maddie Fit.
At Maddie Fit.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's
Is it like a MADD?
yeah, MADDIE Fit. And there's probably multiple T's that I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
At DSXCV. DSSXCV.
Okay, cool.
Cool. If you don't know my
Okay.
Instagram by now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm on 2 of these other ones. So if you don't know by now, you ain't getting to know. Sorry.
Ask Mr. Savage, or my number is 702.
Thank you for watching Waku Radio. If you made it this far, we appreciate you so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And if you have anything to say about this episode, put it down in comments. Love us, hate us, want to be us, peanut butter jelly, I don't know, whatever. Just put it down there.
Who had the best pickup? Put that shit down. Either Dylan or Savage.
I wonder about that one.
And which girl's hotter? I know you guys all fucking always talk shit about that shit.
I know, you guys do talk a lot of shit,
Always.
man. That's just
Get ready for the criticism.
Oh, they're
Both of us.
I can
the
take it.
comments
I can
on
take it.
Instagram are savage. Like,
Oh,
holy
great.
shit. We'll be reading them. I'm like, Jesus.
Life of a hustler.
Check me out.
Life of a
See me
hustler.
on the road, I'm in hustle mode. Real estate mogul, commercial real